Right, Saturday morning, big fight feel, big fight vibes. Riyadh season, let's go. Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou, going down live not long until it all starts. So, just give you F4 to press to fix the volume. Man, that was hilarious yesterday. The little shit that did that probably got a good kick out of that, because that went all over the bloody internet. Bit of a viral moment, shall we say there. So, the main card hasn't yet started. Oh, no, what am I saying? Joseph Parker's up next. That's the one I wanted to see. Morning, everybody. Afternoon, evening, wherever the hell that you are. Hope you're well. So, how's it been going so far? I haven't seen any of the stuff. I just logged in, just bought the pay-per-view. I've got it live right there on my computer. Just watching a little emotional piece from Tyson Fury. There he is dropping Deontay Wilder. Those two fights with Wilder, man, they were absolutely phenomenal. And it's performances like that, as I say, makes me kind of concerned for Francis Ngannou. Oh, dear. So the fights will be starting soon. Who won? Did Joseph Parker win? Joseph Parker won. That's nice. Moses Itama won. Oh, they've all been finishes. How about that so far? That's fantastic for all those people in the audience. Because no man alive, don't worry, Pucker FPV. Oh, no, Ben Lynch. There you go. And don't you worry, Pucker, I will not be pressing F4. You know what? Everyone's like, oh, what a boomer. What a boomer. F4. You know what? Yesterday, I had the pleasure of speaking with a gentleman on the phone that's a very, very tech-savvy guy. We were talking about something completely unrelated. This guy's worth like $6 billion. And he saw the video on Twitter of the F4 stuff. And he's like, I don't know what F4 does. So anyone that says I'm a boomer, fuck off. I'm not the most tech-savvy guy. But anyone that is tech-savvy out there, anyone that knows the F4 shenanigans, step into my office. Come into the Octagon. Let's see you escape an armbar. Let's see you do a double leg takedown. Horses for courses, okay? I ain't programming. I ain't doing nothing like that. I'm just doing my bloody thing, trying to live my life. And you assholes trying to make a mockery, making a right mockery of me. Anyway, I'll put my headphones in a second so I can listen to this stuff as we go. Look at that. It's quite the setup in Saudi Arabia. You've probably seen all over social media. So many fighters out there. Kind of like a boxing royalty. And mixed martial arts royalty as well. A lot of great fighters are out there. I actually had an invite. I had an invite to go to Saudi Arabia. So if it wasn't for my UFC schedule, because I got to go to Brazil Monday. I go to Brazil and then to New York. If it wasn't for that, I'd be there. Because it is quite the spectacle. Anyway, let's do some questions before we get the big fight going. We've got 2 fights left. So that's good. That's good. Looks like I timed it just perfectly, boys. I'm just going to put my headphones into the computer. So there it is. I'll have one headphone in my ear. The eyes on the chat. And that's about it. Right. No man alive can beat Michael Bisping. Love from Australia. Thank you, Jay. Is it true Leeds is the Alabama of the UK? You know what? Leeds is only about an hour away from where I live. I think I've been there one time in my life on a night out. I don't really remember much about it. It was a long time ago. So, yeah, I'm not familiar with Leeds. Alabama. Leeds is defo the Alabama. All right, Pez Pythons. Have you all been to Alabama? Man, keep up the hard work. I'm one of your believers. Thank you, James McAfee. Appreciate that, bud. How much for Bisping to fight Harrington and Bryan at the same time? No man alive wants to see that. Shout out Harrington and Bryan, by the way. The producers on the podcast, the Believe You Me podcast. The best MMA podcast out there. So if you're not watching it, what are you doing with your life? Subscribe and ring the bell. All right, Street Beefs Scrapyard. Street Beefs. I know some of the guys from the Slap League do a bit of Street Beefs. I love your content. Been subscribed for a while. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I wanted to meet you at Power Slap 4. Maybe if I can get out to Power Slap 6, I'll get the chance. Maybe Street Beefs Scrapyard. Does Callum still train? Somebody wants to know. I think he's doing a bit of jiu-jitsu right now. I've spoke about this before. He had to end his wrestling career, competitive wrestling career, because Too many injuries. And look at John Jones just having to pull out of that massive title fight. Wrestling's such a tough sport on the body, man, and it really took his toll. So he's got to think about his long-term health. How does unfit, looking like Fury, can box so well? Well, listen, Tyson Fury is getting there. He is squaring up with Francis Ngannou, getting right in his face, sticking his face, his head right into his mush. Tyson Fury. I always get them confused. Tyson is he's a bit of a freak of nature, isn't he? He really is. I mean, you wouldn't think so to look at him, but the speed, the cardio, the skill that he has, all wrapped up in that big Pillsbury Doughboy body. So it kind of goes against modern science, if you will. But he's not a bodybuilder. But it's funny, isn't it? Because if you look at Tommy Fury, his little brother, Tommy Fury looks like a bodybuilder. Tyson Fury looks like a bin man, right? But he can box. Tommy Fury looks like a bodybuilder and he can't box. Don't judge a book by its cover, is what we're saying here. And as we know, yo, Mike, why did I duck Yoel Romero? Ooh, I've said this and I've answered this so many times. He got beat. I was the champ. He fought Robert Whittaker for the interim title. I went into the ring to challenge whoever won. Yoel lost. And then, as it happened, Whittaker got injured. So George St. Pierre came in the meantime. So, zero ducking. Tommy Fury has got long arms like a gibbon. He does. What is a gibbon? I'm not sure what a gibbon is. It's a bird, right? I think it's a bird. Assuming you can't actually show the boxing fight live on stream, I'll show a couple of little bits here and there. What chance do I give Francis to knock him out? Well, so I did a poll. On Twitter. Where's my phone? Let's have a look at the results. Because it's surprising. The reason I'm bringing this up, it is surprising. I thought it would be like 95% Tyson Fury. So, all right, it's very dominant for Tyson Fury. 76% say Fury. 24% of Francis Ngannou. There's about 8,000 people voted. What chance do I give him? No chance alive. Who said that? Nice one, King K. Gibbon is an ape. Oh, shit, of course it is. A gibbon's an ape. Let's have a look at a gibbon. Gibbons. Yeah, no, they are an ape, aren't they, I think? Did they press F4? Fucking hell. There we go. Look at that. Nice little gibbons. There we go. Anyway, enough of that. So, do you know what? The closer it gets, I'm starting to think, and maybe, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, as I said. Maybe it's because you look at Francis Ngannou, the man's carved out of stone, right? He's a great fighter. He's a great athlete. He's very strong-willed and strong-minded. He's been through the adversity and all that stuff. You never know. Hey, champ, I collect the UFC Funko Pops, but there's only one problem. They haven't made a Michael Bisping Funko Pop. I'll have a word. What the first thing is, though, what's a Funko Pop? Thank you, Brandon Brown. Appreciate that, brother. Funko Pops. Do you think I could beat Jake Paul? I get asked this all the time. Yes, even in my old decrepit state. Am I commentating the Tom Aspinall-Pavlovich fight? Won't be commentating that one, sadly. It's a pay-per-view. That'll be Rogan, DC, and John Anik, the A-team. But I will be there, and I'll be doing some coverage for the YouTube channel, and I'll be doing some stuff for TNT Sports as well. Wayne show, pre-fight show, post-show. Got some interviews with the fighters. I'll be doing something with Tom Aspinall. So keep an eye on the YouTube channel, boys and girls, but you will be seeing me. So, HSN Taylor. Thanks, brother. Here's Tyson Fury just talking now if you're watching the feed. It's funny. You never know. There is a chance. I was talking about this on my podcast the other day. It's kind of like, on Dumb and Dumber, what are the chances of a guy like me and a girl like you? 1 in 100? And she's like, well, it's more like 1 in a million. So you're telling me there's a chance. And that's kind of what it is. Red corner. Thanks, brother. So we'll see. Big Fury fan, but I think he's highly underestimated Francis. I think we all are, right? I think everyone's underestimating Francis, and for good reason. We get it. We understand it. We understand that he's out of his depth on paper, you know, in experience and all that stuff. But has Tyson underestimated him in the gym? I don't know. Will Lucas start competing in MMA? Rap asks. Well, Rap is training. Lucas is training MMA. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. He does 2 wrestling, jiu-jitsu and kickboxing sessions a week. He loves it. He's going to have his first kickboxing fight soon. Now you will get sparked out in my current state. Ooh, you're hard, aren't you? It is Victor Ramzahawk. I wasn't a fan of you, mate. Thanks. But after I watched your first appearance on Joe Rogan, I got to know more and nothing but love for you. I have nothing but love for you now. You're a true champion in and out the cage. Thank you, Victor. That's very kind. Appreciate that, buddy. And listen, I get it. I understand why people weren't feeling the vibe, because I used to be a right cocky little prick. I still am. But I was promoting my fights. You know what I mean? So, and I used to get a lot of shit. I used to get a lot of hate. So if people are going to hate me and talk shit to me, and, you know, reporters are going to ask insulting questions, what are you going to get back? You know what I mean? Obviously now I'm 44 years old. I've chilled over the years and things like that. But I definitely did some things I regret. All right. What happens in the unlikely event that Francis Ngannou wins? Back to MMA or stay in boxing? Well, this is the thing, isn't it? So if, let's just imagine this scenario. Francis Ngannou goes out there and knocks out Tyson Fury. What does happen? I mean, there's so many eventualities and different possibilities. First of all, the fight with Usyk, would that still happen? Well, if he gets knocked out, he's probably going to have a mandatory medical suspension, right? So that probably takes the Usyk fight off. Tyson Fury would want, I assume, to get the win back. He would want to get revenge and prove it was a lucky shot or a fluke or whatever. So I think he'd want it. I think Francis Ngannou would want to take the rematch against Tyson Fury because of the sheer money involved. And if I'm not mistaken, the belts, Tyson's belts aren't on the line in this one. So if they fought again in this hypothetical scenario that you raise, he'd have the chance of becoming the heavyweight boxing champion of the world as well. So if he wins, does he go to the PFL and fight MMA? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Get yourself a beer, Michael. Big fan, mate. You know what, Mark? And thank you, Mark Gray. I'm trying to lay off him. Trying to lay off the booze, mate. Trying to lay off the booze. All right, so we've got 3,600 people here. Thank you all for being here. No man alive can beat Shane Cloonan. Shane Cloonan. I've got to stop doing the Fury impression, man. It just comes. I enjoy doing it, and you guys love hearing it. So, and it's too easy. Can you do the show? Look at this one on this day at MMA. Can you do the show in your John Fury voice? You're the man, Bisping. Well, look, listen. Here's the thing, right? Francis Ngannou, if he goes out there and he beats Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, right? No man born of a woman can do that. And if he does that, then yeah, he's gonna fight him. He's gonna fight him, tooth and nail, again in the boxing ring. That's enough, though. It gets a bit much, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Bisping, Burnley boys took over Clitheroe every time we went, and you were there once. For those people that don't know, which is almost all of you, Burnley is the next town along. I'm from Clitheroe, Burnley, bunch of dingles, bunch of inbreds, bunch of people that, you know what I mean, unsavoury characters, and they used to come over and get their asses kicked. So Burnley boys, I don't know what you're talking about there, lads. Okay, so I'm only here for Bisping's John Fury impression. Well, then you're in luck, mate. I'll be headbutting the perspex in no time. Do the John Fury stash. Hey, I tell you what, the stash looked good on John Fury. Yeah, smash that like button, please, everybody. If you haven't liked the like button, if you don't hit the like button, I'm not going to do another John Fury. Twice Baked Spuds. Yo, Mike, drop me a shout out. Big fan. I've created a Mike Harrington on UFC 5 and gave him BYM tattoos. Boom, boom, pow, 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 pow. Joe T, hey Mike, you ever thought about slapboxing? I commentate it. You have a great, you prick. You have a great advantage because I can't see the slaps coming. I wouldn't tense up and I would absorb the slaps nicely. It's a good point. It's a good point. I've taken enough slaps in my life, mate. Anglo-Saxon, thank you, brother. I have taken enough slaps. So have we all been watching the fight so far? And what do we think about the promotion? Let me know in the comment section, please. Obviously, the comments are how you are going to communicate with me. Who is the pound for pound number one in the UFC, in my opinion? I'm inclined to say, currently, Islam Makhachev. I'm inclined to say that. I am inclined to say Islam Makhachev. And that is not because of any bloody, Islam's got a lot of very passionate fans, shall we just say that. And if I don't say the right thing and if I don't kiss his ass constantly, then I get accused of all kinds of stuff. But probably Islam. Blue 2 Moon says you're a legend, Mike. Best champ ever. I don't know about best champ ever, but I appreciate that. If that dummy that made that silly comment about you being KO'd, F that dummy. I don't know what comment that was, mate. Is there a comment I should see about me getting knocked out? I have been knocked out, so fuck it. It is what it is. And you know what? If you get knocked out, that's all part of the journey, man. It's like Mike Tyson says, or Rocky says, it ain't about how many times you can get hit. It ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep coming. But it's true. Terrible Rocky impression. Shout out Sylvester. Terrible Rocky impression, but he's onto it there, though. And I think that's why people respect fighters that go through a lot of ups and downs along the way to becoming a champion like I did. And I think that's partly why, fortunately, I was able to turn some of you people around. Almost 5,000 people on the stream. Thanks for being here. Mike, you're a legend. Thank you very much. Risk of Mike Tyson. I can't do a Mike Tyson impression. Final. That's about it. A drunk Rocky. Hey, yo. It was a drunk Rocky, that's for sure. My God. I thought I might see a bit of Pavlovich wrestling, knowing how much of a threat Tom is with the striking. I don't know about that, mate. Tom's wrestling and jiu-jitsu is top tier. It's top tier. Like my son, and this is... Callum was on a wrestling trip and he was in England with a wrestling team, and they actually went to Tom Aspinall's gym to do some wrestling. And bearing in mind, Callum... he's a big lad these days. He was like 230 pounds or something. And he had a good wrestle with Tom. And my son was there on part of a wrestling team. And Tom still took him down. Point I make it is, Tom Aspinall can take down my son. He can take down anyone. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, though, he's a very good wrestler. And he can beat legit wrestlers. My son was a legit wrestler, so there you go. Cowards do that. And that ain't you, bud. Do what? Watch the Anthony Smith simulator video game someone made. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people saying that. Hey to Z, how you doing, buddy? Will Tom suffer with only a 2-week camp? I don't think Tom will suffer at all. I think Tom's going to do just fine. 2 weeks, he'll be fresh. He's been training this whole time. All right, so we've got a poll up. Let's have a look. We've got a super chat here from the red corner. In a world full of warriors, you fought like a predator. Thank you. Love how you competed. Thank you. Met you at Starbucks in '06 before my first amateur mixed martial arts fight, and you took a minute to talk. It meant a lot. All love from Philly. Oh, well, thank you very much, red corner. That's very kind. And I'm glad I did that. I'm glad, and I hope you won that fight. So, Philadelphia, all the best to you, mate. Hope you're having a good one. So on the polls, do you like the fight so far? 25%. Yes. No, they're not. 12%. This is mind-blowing. Haven't been watching. 63%. Well, if you're not watching, don't worry. I will be giving a very detailed play-by-play. I'll be talking you through it, and I will be using my descriptive powers as if I am there. I will be explaining the fight. So this is a radio fight. Don't know what that voice was. Yeah, no, but I'll be walking you through the fight. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know exactly how it's going down. We're just waiting for the next one, aren't we? Who is this? Let's have a look. What is the fight? It is Fabio Wardley. Oh, all English affair. David Adeleye. 12-0 for David. 11 knockouts. That's great. What about Fabio? Oh, Fabio, 15-0. Battle of the undefeated. 16-0, pardon me. 16-0 with 15 knockouts. Well, I'll tell you what that means. So we have 2 undefeated fighters, 2 people that have pretty much won all of the fights by knockouts. So what they're going to do? Finishing all your fights via knockout makes you believe in your knockout power, obviously. So they're going to go for the knockout. So looking forward to it. This should be a great fight. Probably why it's the co-main event. Shout out to my mate Tom. He's disabled, but I'm his favourite fighter from Macclesfield. My brother Conrad was born in Macclesfield, so shout out to all the Mac lads. And Tom, what's going on, Tom? Hope you're well, mate. I hope that Asher Nayland is taking good care of you. Okie dokie. Now, there's a link up here, by the way, for myticket.co.uk for Tales from the Octagon 2. Just real quick before this fight starts. December 14th in London, December 16th in Manchester. It'll be a celebration of mixed martial arts. It'll be a pre-party for UFC 296. Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington, the return of Paddy Pimblett, and I'll be telling some jokes. I'll be having a laugh, telling some anecdotes. We're going to bring Paul Craig out. We're going to bring Tom Aspinall out. Tom will more than likely have that heavyweight belt. We'll have some questions from the audience. We'll have some emotional stories. We'll have some laughs. We'll have some few beers. We'll have a meet and greet. So the link is up there if you want to get involved and come along and watch. The last ones were great. Anyway, plug over. Is Clitheroe nicer than Manchester? Clitheroe and Manchester are very different. Manchester's like, it's a city with problems that cities have. It's nice in the city centre. There's some nice areas around it. There's some shitholes around it as well. Clitheroe's a nice little town out in the country, kind of isolated, surrounded by nothing but countryside. So Clitheroe's nice. You can't really compare it to Manchester. There's more to do in Manchester. It's more fun in Manchester, better shopping in Manchester, better bars in Manchester, better clubs. You could go on all day, right? There's not much in Clitheroe. There's not even a statue of me. People were complaining about that yesterday on Twitter. I'm like, I at least deserve a bench outside of a pub. Come on. Michael, did you think about taking part in a grappling tournament? Yeah, I might do. I was going to do a Fight Pass one, but I'm just too busy. I'm off to fucking Brazil on Monday. All right, Michael, I saw you at SawCon. All right. I don't know what SawCon is, but you saw me there. All right, so here we go. Fabio Wardley, minus 310 favourite. David, do you say Adeleye? I should know this. I can't pretend that I know everything about boxing. I know boxing. I know the big names in boxing. But, I can't consume too much of it. I just don't have the time. I'm all in on mixed martial arts and particularly the UFC for obvious reasons. Jesus loves me. Well, thank you. That's good to know. Saluti tutti. Strong men coming to MMA. Eddie Hall and Brian Shaw. Oh, dear. Don't make me. Don't make me. I know Eddie Hall. Nice guy. Eddie Hall's a nice guy. He's not going to make much of an MMA fighter. All right? I'm just throwing it out there. Listen, can he have a row? Of course. Is he ridiculously powerful? Of course he is. Is he a nice guy? Yeah, he is. And he's a big lump. He's a big lump. For sure he is. We see this, though. Just because... look at him. That's a goddamn unit, isn't it? Hold on, let's have a look. Look at that fella. Jesus Christ. Jeez Louise. My God. But just because you're big and strong doesn't mean you can necessarily do MMA. Hey, listen, maybe he does. Maybe he's been doing jiu-jitsu and wrestling for a while, and maybe he's got a sick boxing pedigree. Maybe he's like Floyd Mayweather on the feet. I doubt it, but you never know. So I wish him all the best. Tom Aspinall training with him. Oh, was he really? Was he lifting weights or having an eating competition? Jokes, Eddie, if you see this. If Ngannou wins, is it the greatest upset ever in boxing? There we go. Here's a good on-topic question. So the biggest upset to ever happen in boxing, I believe, was Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, right? Let's have a look. Let's bring up a list. I hate this keyboard. it pisses me off. The keys are so big. Whenever I type, it presses like multiple keys at once. Greatest upsets in boxing history. Here we go. Andy Ruiz against what's his face? That was one, weren't it? But yeah, here we go. 12 greatest upsets. What was 12? Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler. Kirkland Liang versus Roberto Duran. Fritzy, we're going to get down. Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman. Lloyd Honeyghan, Donald Curry. Lloyd Honeyghan, there's a name I haven't heard in a while. Evander Holyfield versus Mike Tyson, 96. James Braddock versus Max Baer. By the way, one of my favourite films of all time, Cinderella Man. If you haven't seen that, you got to watch that. Max Schleming over Joe Louis. Muhammad Ali versus Sonny Liston. Leon Spinks, Muhammad Ali. Randy Turpin, I mean, that's a funny name, versus Sugar Ray Robinson. And then here it is. James Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson, 1990. If Ngannou knocks out Tyson Fury, that will be the new number one. Count, you're one badass mother effer. So I'm glad I found your channel. Thank you, Talis Finney. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very much. Yeah, look, listen, Tyson doesn't even box. Sorry, Francis doesn't even box. Francis doesn't even box. James Buster Douglas, I'm not sure what his record was, but I'm sure he earned that title fight against Mike Tyson. There's a reason that fight came together. And from all accounts, I heard some stories from some people that are kind of close to the promotion at that time, and Mike Tyson just completely underestimated him. Apparently, he was in Japan. He was having a fun time with the locals, smashing hookers left, right, and centre, snorting cocaine like a madman. Apparently so. So a friend tells me. You know what I mean? And then what happened? He got knocked out. But I guess that's what happens when you were as bad as what Mike Tyson was, and you were just going through everyone and destroying them. You know, I guess the little devil on the shoulder comes in. A little bit of a bad influence, you know, people around you. And he did. He had that crocodile man. He probably had some people around him that were along for the ride, the hangers-on, etc., etc. Hey, up, my freezer's frozen. My screen is frozen. My feed is frozen. My freezer's frozen. My freezer's frozen. Get the steaks out. So, yeah, but we'll see. Hey, up, there's Conor McGregor on screen. Why have I got no sound? Because it's muted. Looking at Conor here, he's been to Turkey, he's had that hair transplant. Conor's, for those people not watching, Conor's talking to Brett Okamoto saying we're hoping that boxing ventures into MMA. And that's a good point. You know, so he's talking to Brett Okamoto. Got a nice suit on as always. As I said, the hair's looking thick and luscious these days. He's been over to Turkey. Wouldn't be advisable now. But, hold on, let's have a listen. Sorry, guys and girls. Not giving you much content here. I'm listening to McGregor, right? Bisping, hearing Volk talk about how he felt mentally when he wasn't fighting was hard to hear. Do you think most fighters feel a similar way when they're retired? I do. That is why, look, think about it. A lot of fighters, well, not a lot of fighters, all fighters, certainly fighters that become successful, certainly fighters that make it to the quote-unquote big time, right? You're used to these massive, astronomical events in your life, you know, where there's a lot of money. You're the main event. The world is watching. You train for it for 2 or 3 months. You fly off to the other side of the world with your team, your comrades, your coaches, your family, your friends. You're the centre of attention. You do the press conferences. You do the interviews, the TV work before it. You do the promos. You know, you do all this stuff. You have the weigh-ins. You walk out there. You win. You're the man. You get paid a massive paycheck. You know, and then you got the post-fight press conference and all the rest of it. You walk out and there's 20,000 people in the crowd screaming your name and stuff like that. Or a lot of the time, in my case, booing your name. Saying, fuck you, Bisping. Especially when I was in fucking Australia. But you know what I mean? Imagine that. To then all of a sudden not doing that. And not having anything left to really do. You know, because the skills that you acquire to be a high-level boxer or be a high-level mixed martial artist, they're not usable anywhere else. You know, I mean, all right, you can go and become a coach. You know, I got asked about a DJ set. I might do that one day. You might become a coach, right? And that will be very rewarding, but it's still not the same. It's still not the same buzz. You know what I mean? So fighters afterwards, they really struggle, man. Hey, Bisping, will Ngannou fling turfs at Fury tonight? I don't understand that. Will Ngannou fling turfs at Fury takedown? Fucking hell, I don't know, mate. This is not a fight to determine the baddest man on the planet. Francis is already that, or John Jones. Definitely not Fury. MMA guys are the real ones. Well, Hazifa Kapadia, you're right. I totally agree, brother. Totally agree. If this was a real fight, Tyson Fury would maul him. Francis Ngannou would maul him, pardon me. Francis would maul him. It's the two Fs. Tyson, Fury, Francis. It's simple. It's not hard, but in my mind, I keep struggling. Francis would maul him. Look at the way he took down Cyril Gane, a man that worked his takedown defense, a man that has hit heel hooks in the UFC, a man that knows how to grapple. That's what I'm saying. And Tyson and Francis beat him, took him down, controlled him, beat him. If he took down Tyson Fury, he would mount him in almost no time, because a boxer doesn't know how to defend from the mount or from side control or how to get their guard back. To be able to just learn how to re-guard, how to get into a defensive position on the ground, to be able to learn how to do that at a competent level against somebody that knows jiu-jitsu decently, that takes time. That takes a while. And you might never be able to learn that. So, yeah, if it was a real fight to the death, if their lives depended on it, then yeah, Francis Ngannou all day long. Hey, champ, Nepal, love from Nepal. Well, thank you. Bikash, shout out to everyone over there in Nepal. This is a fighter from Nepal, Rabindra Dant. Can you please check if he will deserve UFC in the future? He fought in one championship. I'll take a look in a minute, mate. I don't know if you know this, but I'm on the live. So I won't do it right now, but I will take a look. So thank you. A shout out to all the Nepal people. Mixed martial arts made its way over there as well. Incredible. My big fan. Thank you, Samir Gurung. Fight companion with no fight. No fight companions have a fight. Go to Rogan's. They don't have fights on. You know why? The copyright. You can't do that. You will be sued straight away. You know, you can't even show MMA or boxing fights in a bar without paying a license fee. And those license fees aren't cheap, pardon me. So yeah. What do we think? John, put a poll up. Put a poll up, because I do want to get a feel on you all about this. Is the earth flat? Because I've seen a few people in the comments here going on saying the earth is flat. It's probably a troll, but this will be fun. John, let me know if you're there. If you are there, put a poll up. Because it's not flat. We'll just start with that. Anyway, just texted him to see if he's around. You around? Oh, there we go. He is around. No, it's round. Thank you very much. At least I'm not dealing with a complete set of morons. So come on, they're milking this, aren't they? My God, I know they've only got 5 or 6 fights on the card, but let's just get to some bloody boxing. I tell you what, on the poll, only 71% of you say that the earth is round. Only 72%. The 28% that think the earth is flat, man. Oh dear. No, I know. Asking if the earth is flat is like asking if Santa Claus is real, but people were saying it in the comment, and I just wanted to get an idea of just how many morons I'm dealing with here. You know what I'm saying? Susie Sai, thank you. Woo. Don't forget Douglas's mother passed away right before the fight, and something in him broke. Do you know what, Slick Demon? I never knew that, bud. Thank you for the info. Don't forget Douglas's mother passed away right before the fight and something in him broke. He was nothing but a boxing demon up until that KO. Sadly, it's always overshadowed by Tyson slacking off. Well, I understand what you're saying, and that is a shame. And talk about motivation. You know, you see it. Sometimes I hear about fighters stepping in there and they've just lost a loved one, a mother, a father. In fact, Ian Freeman, the first British guy to fight in the UFC. Ian Freeman, he defeated Frank Mir at the Royal Albert Hall. I think it was UFC 38, or was it 38 and a half? Weirdly enough, they did have that event. And he talked about that, his father passing away. Bisping, put my glasses on. No man alive can make me put my glasses on. I'll put my glasses on if I want to put my glasses on. Not because you say so, you dosser. I saw you live in UFC 17 Manchester. All right, Matt the Cat. Big up yourself, bruv. Oh, yeah, we were talking about Volkanovski. We talked about that. Thanks, buddy. Earth is a donut with the sun going through the hole. Joe Carp's Adventures. 70% here for content, 30% here to take the piss. 70% here for content, 30% here to take the piss. You're right. But I'm glad you're here. Come and take the piss. I don't take myself too seriously. I like to have a good laugh just as much as the next man. Thank you all, 7,000 of you, for being here. Do me a favour in the chat. Let me know where you all are. I always like doing this. I want to know where you all are, whereabouts in the world. Todmorden, West Yorkshire. Todmorden, not too far from my neck of the woods. You're in your flat, you English boy. All right. Let's have a look. Canada, New York. Oh, God, they're coming in quick now. Australia, Vancouver, Boston, Cayman, Switzerland, Palmdale, California, Hastings, Norwich, Perth, Scotland. Wow. New Zealand, North Korea. We always get a North Korea. Always get a North Korea. Maybe Kim Jong-un's a big fan of the channel. You know what I mean? He might be. Nepal, Blackpool. Oof. If you're in Blackpool, you need a bit of escape. I'm just throwing it out there. It's a bit grim in Blackpool, but I used to go to Blackpool all the time. Tennessee, Oregon, Oxfordshire, right here, Oxford. India, big up yourself. Shout out Morgan Donnelly. It's been 1 year. It's been his 1 year anniversary since he pooed his own pants in an MMA fight with a lad called Steve Murphy. Jesus. Morgan Donnelly, crapping his pants. Kensington, big up the red corner. Las Vegas. All right, here we go. Finally, somebody's walking to the ring. My God. This is why, by the way, because I know I set the live for 11 o'clock, Lewiston, Maine. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Sweden, shout out Sweden. Saudi Arabia. I don't think you're in Saudi Arabia. If you are, why aren't you at the fight? Mike, how the F do you fighters sleep the night before a fight? The nerves must be crazy. That question comes from Proper. And the nerves are proper. The night before a fight, yeah. It is tough. Hold on, I'm going to end that poll about the flat earth stuff because that's just ridiculous now. 73%. The night before can be tricky. The day of can be tricky as well. The day of, normally you get out of bed. I only started doing this towards the end of my career. I would have a little workout in the morning, just have a little sweat, and use the body for the first time after the weight cut. Wales, my fan way. Epstein Island, Ottawa, Iran, Huntington Beach, shout out, Nottinghamshire. All right, Jesus, right, I get it. All right, you're all in places. Stop it now. There's just so many chats coming in. My God. 6,922. People are logging off because they're like, I don't want to know that if you're in Grimsby or the Mushroom Kingdom. All right, give me some questions now. Give me some questions. Yeah, night before the fight's crazy. Never mind that. We have a fight starting. It is the co-main event. But I tell you what, how long have I been on for now? 39 minutes. 39 minutes, and we've been waiting for this fight. We better not have to wait another bloody 39 minutes for the main event. I don't think I've got that much staying power in me, to be honest. You're at my mom's house. Would I fight Vitor in a boxing match? No, I wouldn't. I'd fight him in the street. I wouldn't associate with Vitor Belfort ever again. Fleetwood, just down the road from Blackpool. All right, here we go. David Adeleye. Is that how you say it? Am I saying that right? I believe it's Adeleye. Big respect from Todmorden. West Yorkshire, thank you very much. Paddy the Baddy versus McGregor in 2024. Not going to happen, mate. That is not going to happen. It's just not. Conor's going to fight Michael Chandler. If he wins, he fights for the belt. If he loses, who knows? Nate Diaz, maybe. What do we think of the pink? This man is walking out here, Adeleye in the pink. Looks good, looks good. Especially if you're a black guy. The contrast, it looks cool, doesn't it? It looks jazzy. All right. Would love to see you at Tales from the Octagon too. Don't think I can make it. Well, you never know. Maybe we'll do another one. No man alive from his brother can beat me. Me or Chael Sonnen in a street fight. Me, you prick. Of course me. What is one of the best life advice I have heard? Oh my God, that's a tough one, isn't it? What's the best life advice? We've got a poll up. Let me know who you think wins this one. Fabio or David? It's pretty close on the polls already. I mean, not many votes, but you split down the middle. Best piece of advice. You know what? Here's a piece, and it's not like a piece of inspiring, and it's not that deep or profound or anything like that. But I remember once I'd got myself in some kind of situation and I was beating myself up. You know, the one you hate yourself. Why did I do that? Why did I do this? I'm such an idiot. You know, I don't want to go into details. I'd done something and I hated myself for it. And I'm like, shit, me and my mouth. I can't bloody, I've got to get my shit together. And a buddy of mine said, no, Mike, no, don't think like that at all. He said, the reason I said what I said, he said, the reason you said that is the reason why you are where you are. It's the reason why you're doing well, why you've become a professional fighter, how you've been able to turn your life around. He said, so don't beat yourself up. And I always appreciated that. So don't beat yourself up. You know what I mean? Obviously, we all make mistakes and we're all fools at times. You know, we're only humans. You know, we make mistakes. But also, you know, sometimes the fact, you got to love yourself for your warts and all, so to speak, you know. Anyway, so this is for a belt, is it? He's got a title. He's got a belt around his waist or in his hands. Fabio Wardley is going to win this one, according to you guys. So, what we're saying down here, Bisping come to Pakistan. Never been, mate. Never been. I'd like to. Sure, it's great. When was the last time you were in Clitheroe? Last time I was in Clitheroe was in June. I will be going back for Christmas. Boxing belts are a joke. No, they're not. Why are boxing belts a joke? Do you mean physically compared to the UFC belts? I prefer the UFC belts. Although the boxing belts, they're a very different style, and they are cool. Who wins, Aspinall or Pavlovich? I'm going to say Aspinall. Who wins, Prohaska or Pereira? I'm going to say Pereira. I'm going to say Prohaska. I think Prohaska beats Pereira. I do. I mean, let's be honest. Prohaska beat Glover Teixeira in a back-and-forth brawl, but ultimately finished him with a choke. I think Prohaska has better grappling, and that will be a factor. I also think Prohaska can take the shots from Pereira, and he's man enough to just take them and fire back, but it'll make an incredible fight. And I don't mind being wrong. So, I really want a Tom victory, but Sergey is effing scary. He is. He is. Do we think Tyson will carry Francis like Floyd did Conor? I do. I think Tyson Fury is going to play with him a little bit. Tyson will play with him. Tyson will try and get him tired. Tyson will put on a show for all the people that have parted ways, for the promoters, for the people of Saudi Arabia that have made this huge spectacle happen. He'll carry him for a while. And that's a smart thing because he will avoid the dangerous shots by keeping him outside on the end of the jab. He'll have Ngannou swinging at fresh air. However, the only downside of that is that the longer the fight goes, there's always a chance of landing that one shot. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be interesting. But, you know, as I said before, the closer and closer this fight gets, I kind of feel like we might see. There's a possibility for an upset. We know this, of course, it's two human beings. But as it's getting closer and closer, that's exciting me a little bit. You know, and I'm definitely cheering for Francis Ngannou. Of course I am, you know. He's part of the mixed martial arts community. And he's going in there as a massive underdog. A massive underdog and trying to do this. Number one, imagine the balls, right? We know he's never boxed, but he is a mixed martial artist. It's like a lot of you people on here, how many? Almost, there is 8,000 of you. All 8,000 of you, thank you for being here. But tell me this. This is like, and it's different because there's no threat in boxing, sorry, in soccer. Football. You know, but if the majority of people are all over Europe, all over the world, we call it fucking football because it's football. It's like going out there and playing football against a Premier League team. Do you know what I mean? You're just going to get embarrassed. You're going to get a fool made out of you. But then imagine that football event, they could punch you in the face. You know what I mean? Tyson Fury is 33-0 and 1. Undefeated. Francis Ngannou was never boxed. Yeah, he's fought, but he's never boxed. He's going up with the world watching and taking on Tyson Fury. If you can't root for that man, if you can't get behind that underdog, I don't know what to tell you. Lil Briss says, I've just found out I contracted AIDS from one of my mate's aunts. Oof. Mrs. S. Oh, hope you're having a better day than me. Oh, well, good luck with that. Get yourself some antibiotics. She'll clear you up in no time. It's not what you make, it's what you save, is some good advice I've been given. Speculate to accumulate, brother. What's going on? I'm getting all kinds of messages here on my phone. Uno momento, por favor. All right, never mind. People talking about the fights. What's the biggest upset in sports history? Well, I mean, the biggest upset in boxing, we said before. Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson. Biggest upset in sports history? I don't know. I have no idea. Biggest upset in the UFC? John, put a poll up. Or you guys let me know in the chat. What do we think is the biggest upset in UFC history? And don't say me beating Luke Rockhold, you pricks. Although, that would be a good one. Nobody expected that, to be fair. All right, so the co-main event is just starting right now. Biggest upsets in boxing history. Chaza Pompey. All right. Is Anthony training for a fight right now? I don't believe he is. So, in the pink shorts, we have Adeleye and we've got Wardley in the white. What weight is this? They look like big lads. Hold on a minute. Heavyweight, yeah. Heavyweight. So, big lads, big boys, big power, big skill. Both men undefeated and both have won predominantly by knockouts the entire time. Ah, dear. Someone says here, can you explain what fighters do after they make weight? What do they eat and drink, etc.? Okay, mate. Well, the reality is you're trying to replace all the electrolytes because when you sweat out to make weight, you lose a lot of electrolytes. You also remove the carbohydrates from your body because that makes you lose water weight. So you got to replace the carbohydrates. But you got to take your time. You got to refuel nice and slowly. Otherwise, it can make you feel sick. But we've got 9,000 people on here, mate. I'm not going to walk you through it step by step. Maybe I'll do a video on that one day, yeah. Maybe I'll walk you through the finer nuances of what a fighter needs to do to really rehydrate. Still, he says, I'm from Maine, and I would just like to get as many prayers out there as I can for the victims, families of what just took place up here. Thank you for the content, Mike. God bless. Well, thank you very much, Stilly. It's bloody awful. And my thoughts, my sincere sympathies, my condolences are with all the families. It's just unbelievable. 18 people dead in a mass shooting in Maine. Awful. Mike, what did learn is a helpful way to balance being a good husband. What did I learn, I think you mean, to help balance being a good husband and father while balancing my goals? Well, that's a tricky one, isn't it, mate? That is a tricky one. So, Wardley going on the attack. He's ripping to the body a lot here. Adeleye's not really doing much. Staying on the back foot. Both men. Orthodox. We'll keep an eye on that one. But what about balancing being a good father, husband, and going for my own goals? Well, I guess, my goals were always to be the best father and husband and the best provider that I can be. Let's be honest. You know, a lot of people might think, well, that's materialistic, you know, being the best provider. You want to give your children the best life possible, of course. Oh, big left hook from Adeleye. You want to give them the best life possible. You know, and you can't do that without finances in the bank. It's all well and good if you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, but if you're a normal working class person, you got to get working, you got to go for it. So by being the best father and husband I could be, I was trying to be the best provider. They're throwing down now. That was a good few seconds at the end of the round. Yeah. I mean, obviously you got to love them. Just love them and try and be there as much as possible. You know what I mean? Anywho, what have we got? Let's go down here. How many people we got now? Just under 8,000. My God, they're dropping off like flies. How do I live a peaceful life with my capabilities and all the pricks out there these days, Michael? Okay, good question. I'm going to take that out. I'm listening to the bloody fights in my ear, but it's a little bit annoying. So, yeah. Well, you can't go through your life fighting everybody. You know, violence can't always be the answer. Don't get me wrong. There's some people that you would love to give a little slap. You would love to give them a little jab, boom. You know what I mean? Shut up, you prick. Have a bit of respect. But that's no way to live your life. You don't want to go around being feared. If people want to talk shit, leave them to it. You know, it's like water off a duck's back. Now, granted, I'm 44 years old now. I wasn't always like that. I was like that when I was younger. But I was in New Orleans. There's a video. It's the most watched video on the channel when a guy punched me in the face. And I had every right to defend myself. I had every right to smash that guy's head in, to be honest. I was with my wife, my daughter, and my youngest son. And he punched me in the face, the little prick. And you've heard the story, you probably saw the video. The punch was like that. It didn't hurt whatsoever. And I'm not trying to be a tough guy. And at that point in life there, I could have been like, all right, well, I'm not going to think about the safety of my children and my wife. I'm not going to think about being a good influence. I'm not going to think about being a protector and the head of the family and doing the responsible thing. I'm going to let my ego take care of it because nobody touches me. Nobody gets away with punching me. So I'm going to punch back and I'm going to put this guy in his place. You know, at that moment in time, and this is very mature of me, for me, I was like, I pitied the guy. I'm like, you're pathetic. Look at that. That's your punch. That's your best shot. Come on. I'm not going to lower myself to that level. I'm not going to roll around the streets of fucking New Orleans when my beautiful wife and my 2 children are there, you know? And let's be honest, he was rolling deep with the gang. So probably somebody had weapons as well. So I'm like, you know what? This guy's a fucking loser. Let's get out of here. In Germany, watching this on mute. Thank you for adding the superior commentary. Well, thank you, Cedric Jacob. We got one from Declan O'Connor. What's up, Declan? I'm a Manc living in America. Your missus gave me advice on decent bread. Tell her thanks. Do you miss British? Do I miss British makes living? I think you typo there. Nobody takes the mick out of each other. Yeah, nobody takes the piss out of people on the West Coast anyway. So, Wardley, trying to close the distance here a little bit. Not much happening though, so I'll keep on with the questions. Robert P., I just want to say, I think you were the most underrated UFC champ ever. Thank you. I'm a Florida man, but I 100% admired your whole career. Wishing you and my family well, champ. Thank you, Robert Pete. Appreciate that, buddy. Coming in thick and fast. What do I think about crossover fights? I think they're fun. And I think they have a place. But you got to have the crossovers going both ways. It's like how McGregor just said to Brett Okamoto, when is a boxer going to come and do MMA and fight a high-level mixed martial artist? I'm not talking about a boxer coming over and fighting an absolute fucking novice. We've had McGregor fight Floyd Mayweather. We've got Francis fighting Tyson Fury, right? We've had some fighters fight Jake Paul, but they're old. You know what I mean? When is a boxer of the caliber of one of the top guys of a Tyson Fury, somebody like that, when is one of them going to come over and say, right, I'll go up against John Jones. I'll go up against one of the champions in the UFC. So that's what I think about the crossover fights. I do think there's entertainment value there. And I do think it's intriguing. Oh, Riddick Bowe. There he is. Let's go, champ. I do think there is appeal. I do think it's advantageous to both sports. You know, because you're kind of assimilating both fan bases. So I think it's good for that. All right. So, James Toney, yeah, correct. Hey, no, who said that? Leroy Lapew. Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, you're right, James Toney. Fair play to James Toney. He did, you're right. And he got tapped out pretty quick. You know, but you're right. He had the balls to do it. Maybe that's why no one else wants to. Since the UFC and USADA are parting ways, what does this mean for McGregor's return? Well, there's still going to be drug testing in the UFC. In fact, they've already put in place the new partners that will be handling that side of things. All right, round 4 is underway. It's firing up here. This is a pretty even fight from what I've been seeing. Obviously, I've been answering your questions, so I haven't seen too much. Lampros Dimitro, shouts out to Greece. Oh, Wardley's going on the attack. Oh, they're throwing down now. Elbow in the face from Adeleye. Francis Joshua. Who do I think would come off better? Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua. See, Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua, that would be a really different fight because, and again, I'm not being disrespectful to Anthony Joshua. He's an incredible boxer, but he's much more static and he's not as fast and he doesn't move as well and he's not as slick as Tyson Fury. The slickness of Tyson Fury is going to cause problems for Francis Ngannou. Anthony Joshua isn't as slick. He's going to be way more slick than Francis. But I think he'd have a better shot against Anthony Joshua than Francis. But you never know. You never know what's going to happen tonight. Please stay on while Francis is fighting. No, that's the plan. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm here for. It's just taking 17 fucking hours to get to the main event. My God. Sadler over Willie Pep. Willie Pep. There's a throwback. Good shout, red corner. Good one. Craziest upset in combat sports. Pep was 141-1. Dominic Cruz mimicked the patterns. No man alive should press F4. You're absolutely right, Notorious. We've done that one. We've done it. How many rounds is this one going over? It's a 12-rounder. I hope it doesn't go 12 rounds. No offence. Let's just get to the main event. John, put a poll up. How much fucking filler are we going to see after this fight? How much filler? This is a good fight. Two very capable boxers. But it's going to be going on for a while. 8,000 guys, I can't even do 2,000 likes. Jesus Christ, boys, we're almost at 9,000 people. Smash the like button. What are you doing? And I'll tell you some good stories if you do. Who's got some questions for me then? This fight is heavyweights? It is. They're heavyweights, mate. Oh, throwing down now, though. It's starting to heat up a little bit. It's hard to keep up with all the questions. You guys are coming in thick and fast. All right, we've got more here. No man alive should press F4. Do I think Tyson will... Yeah, we did that one. Do I think Tyson won't carry Francis because he's got a title fight soon? Oh, that's a good point. You're thinking that Tyson Fury won't carry the fight with Francis because the longer the fight goes with Francis, even if he doesn't get caught or knocked out, he might get bust up. He could get a little bruise. He could get maybe, even just a couple of shots here and there. Listen, Tyson's probably going to eat a couple of punches, swollen jaw, things like that. So it might affect his training for the Usyk fight. Interesting analysis. Interesting point. I still think he'll put a show on. Because, think about it. Carrying the fight, live monitor, you are a believer, a conceiver. Carrying the fight could be described as another way of playing it safe. You know what I'm saying? So by playing it safe, he avoids the damage. That's how he'll carry it. He'll carry it by carrying Francis to the later rounds and then looking for the finish that way. No man born from his mother. Michael, been watching you since The Ultimate Fighter. Thank you, David B. Let's be honest, Fury versus Francis is a Mickey Mouse fight. It is in some ways. Come on, we know that. We know that. PDM was versus a high-level boxer. That'd be good to see. PDM was good. Mayweather versus McGregor or Francis versus Fury. Who had the better shot going in? McGregor, for sure. McGregor, listen. Oh, nice body shot there from Wardley. Oh, my feeder's frozen. McGregor was very skilled, very fast, extremely good reflexes, good boxing. Obviously not a Floyd Mayweather, but good boxing and speed. Speed is the one. Tyson Fury has way better speed than Francis Ngannou, so that's why he struggles. Does Khamzat deserve to fight for the title, considering that Usman is a welterweight that fought him on short notice? If that's what was agreed going into the fight, who are we to judge? We can discuss it. I'd like to see Dricus du Plessis, but that was the announcement. You know what I mean? That's probably how they got Usman and Khamzat to accept those terms on short notice. Said, right, so be it. You got to remember, Strickland was a welterweight, Khamzat was a welterweight, Usman was a welterweight, Robert Whittaker was a welterweight. Do you know what I mean? A lot of them were welterweights. Shane says, 661, I have a feeling that Ngannou will gas out pretty quickly. How much cardio did I do in training? Cardio was one of my main factors. That was one of my biggest things. You got to have cardio, man. And then Ngannou is going to get tired. If he doesn't knock him out early, he's going to get tired. He's going to get embarrassed. Jordan Swan says, will I be at the Arnold UK event next year? Met you at the last one, but was too nervous to say anything. Oh, Jordan, don't be silly, mate. Oh, nice combo from Wardley there. Come and say hi to me anytime, mate. I'm not sure if I'm going to be at the one this year. Babe, will you just say hi a second while I use the bathroom real quick? Please, please. I'm just going to run the bathroom. In fact, you can join the stream for a minute if you want. We're talking fights, though. Just say hi for a second. I need the bath. Rude, quick. There's no one on. There's no one on. They're going to log off. We've got 9,000 people.
Hi, 9,000 people. We'll go then. Hurry up. I need questions. Oh, Jesus. Okay. What's happening? Who's fighting? I don't even know. How long have we got before the main's on? Hi, Puppet Output. How are you?
You don't need to talk about the fight.
I know. We'll go to the bathroom then. How much Vegemite do the Bispings eat? Not a lot of Vegemite, really. Michael prefers Marmite, and I like Vegemite, but see, I don't eat bread, really, so that's the issue there. Trying not to eat bread. I love bread. Trying not to eat it. C. Collins, why are you so beautiful? Oh, thank you very much. Rebecca, have you been to Newcastle, New South Wales? I haven't. I'll add it to the list. Joel like drum and bass. Michael does. I got to admit, I'm not too much of a fan of that. D7, my missus thinks you're fit. Oh, well, tell your missus thank you very much. I'm sure she's very beautiful herself. Favorite city in Australia? Ooh, well, I'm from Adelaide, so I'm kind of biased. I think Adelaide's a really beautiful city. Sydney's obviously very amazing. Never been to Melbourne, so Perth's obviously very beautiful too, but I wouldn't say Perth's my favourite city. What's life with the count like? Learn to fly 52. Eventful. There's always something going on.
There is. Now get out of the goddamn way, because no man alive should have to sit through a bloody live with Rebecca Bisping. I'm sorry about that. We've lost viewers. They've all logged off. Bloody hell. Will I be at the Arnold event? I don't think I will, mate. I'm not sure. I don't think I will. Did you hear about the latest fighter in the Dana White Contender Series? His name is Moron. Moron? He's a bloody moron. Mike, have you ever been to Longsight in Manchester? I have, yeah. And I've been to Longsight Road. Do I think Topuria beats Volkanovski? I think now that Volkanovski just got knocked out, it might increase his chances. I think that. Jonas Bjorup says, how far in the process are we to see me as a trainer to a UFC fighter? We're getting pretty close, mate. I'm starting to feel that itch. I do want to start training fighters. I've been training my son a little bit. Took a young man under my wing, and I've put him in a young man that he can't really find his road in life. He said he wants to be a fighter. I took him into the garage. I took him on the pads, and he had some natural talent. So I've signed him up at a great training facility called The Den. So he's getting trained up there. And I really believe he could do something one day. But yeah, I do want to start training Nice left hook from Adeleye. And again, rips to the body. Adeleye looking really good here, looking sharp and strong. What eye is the dodgy one? It's this one, mate. There we go. There's the dodgy eye. We all know. We've seen this a million times. So, yeah, just put that back in. I've got my eye on you, you bastards. Who hits harder, Ngannou or Wilder? Yeah, I don't know. They both hit hard. Probably Ngannou, by all accounts. Manchester United or City, I go for United, but I couldn't really care less. Do I think John Fury could beat Mike Tyson? No, I do not. No man alive can beat Mike Tyson. King Bibby Bear, thank you for the $1. I appreciate you. Do I believe in the video game cover curse? No, I don't believe in the video game cover curse. I believe in that as much as I believe in the Drake curse, which I don't believe in. Do I think Alex can become the middleweight champ, the light heavyweight champ, and the heavyweight champ? No, I don't. When am I coming to India? When are you going to invite me? You know, no one's ever asked me to go to India. I feel very, very, very insulted. No man alive should press F4. We know, the F4 one. I tell you what, so it seems like Wardley, this is a very even fight. I think this is going to go the distance, or maybe a knockout in the later rounds, because they are big. They've both got knockout power. They're both undefeated. But so far, it's pretty even. Every time I look down at my laptop here, it's the other guys taking over. You know what I mean? So it's going up and down all around. Will I help Tom Aspinall in any capacity when he comes to the States next week? Well, next week I'll be in Brazil. That's why I'm not in Saudi. Nice right hand there. Nice right hand by Wardley, I think it was. End of the round. So, yeah, next week I will be in Brazil. That's why I'm not in Saudi Arabia. I was saying before, I actually got an invite to go to the fight. They were going to pay me a nice little fee as well. A hefty fee, but sadly I've got to go to Brazil. And then I've got to go to New York for the event there. And I'm excited for that. Tom Aspinall, you really just won life with Rebecca. I did, Calvin. I really did. I'm very, very lucky. Mike, your wife is beautiful for you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Will my son fight in the UFC? I don't know. Probably not. But we'll see. I would support them if they did. So, props to watch. Fury winning by knockout, minus 550. Ngannou to win by knockout, plus 850. Fury by decision, plus 600. They are the props given by DraftKings on the screen. Jordan Bentley says, DJ Mikey, did you see the spinning head kick KO by Nibble McCleat? Nibble McCleat last week. I should be friends with Shara Magomedov. I should be. MMA Addict says, hey, Cam, always been a big fan. Just want to say I'm happy to see you killing it in your post-fight career. Always making good content. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Where's the holes at for Halloween? Oh, don't you worry about that, Teddy Coco. There's going to be plenty of them about. There always is. Will I bring Tales from the Octagon to the United States in 2024? Let's see how this next one goes. You know, because when I did Tales from the Octagon 1, I wasn't planning on it. I wasn't planning on doing another one. I really wasn't. But here we are again. If I enjoy this one as much as I enjoyed the last one, then I probably will. But we'll see. Is it true I have Polish heritage? Yes. On my father's side, all his family are Polish. My dad was born in London, but my granddad was Polish, and obviously all his ancestors are Polish. So, yeah, there you go. Brent W., big shout out. So who's winning this fight? What do we think? It's a close one. Why aren't Brendan Schaub and I doing a fight companion together? Well, that means I would have to drive up to Calabasas. It would mean that I would not be doing a fight companion here. Schaub's reached out a few times to try and get me on, but with my schedule with the UFC stuff, I'm very busy. I'm very busy in general. And when I'm not away with the UFC stuff, I want to spend my weekends at home. I'm doing this right now from the luxury of my own home. Calabasas, it's a fair old drive away. So, and Schaub made, he threw me a few bucks. But as I say, I value my free time greatly. Did it piss you off when Dan Henderson hit you with the ultimate comeback? about the title. What was it? Oh, yeah. That was it. So when I fought Dan Henderson the second time, Wardley just rocked him. Overhand right just caught him. I said, this belt's coming home with me. This stays in England. And he goes, yeah, they give me a new one. It was a good line. That was the quickest thinking we've ever seen from Dan Henderson. Do you think no wrestling will benefit Francis's gas tank? I don't. Obviously, wrestling gasses you quicker. But if you just stand there and swing hands, you still get tired. You know, you're just not going to get tired as quick. Have I ever been to Croydon? I haven't, no. Who's funnier, Louis J. Gomez or Brendan Schaub? I've got to go with Louis J. Gomez. Do I like being a commentator for the UFC? I love it. I was saying before, a lot of fighters struggle when they retire. They don't know what to do with themselves. Being a commentator for the UFC still allows me to be a part of the sport that I love, the sport that gave me so much. And it stops me from even thinking about fighting again because I can use my skills and the knowledge that I've acquired and parlay that into a second career. So yeah, very much so. I value it greatly. I really do. I'm a very lucky man. I love commentating. Do we think we should stop? Brendan Schaub or anyone? Stop it. Michael, may I ask you how Rebecca and I met? I worked at a factory in Clitheroe, and she was working in the offices, and I always had my eye on her, my one eye, and I thought, she's fit. And it's on the documentary, but I'll just she ignored me, to be honest. I was just a lowly office factory floor worker. She wasn't bloody interested. She was a right snob. But anyway, I made my move, and there we go. The rest is history. What happened with you and Lewis? Nothing happened. Come on, Bisping. How are you making this fight competitive? Well, because anytime I look at it, it looks pretty competitive, but I will say that Wardley seems to be landing more here. But every time I've looked down, because I'm looking at the chat and the fight's on the screen. So I'm looking now, both trading punches, trading jabs are orthodox. There's Tyson Fury looking nice and loose backstage. You know, for Tyson Fury, he is going to get nervous. He will get nervous. I mean, he's going to be, you're always confident leading up to a fight. Of course you are. But even the great Tyson Fury, when he sees Francis Ngannou on the other side of him, you got to respect that. And there is a little part that goes, okay, here we go, shit, better take this serious. How many eyes does 40 flies have? 2 birds, a bumblebee, and a hammer 4 have. Fucking hell. I have no idea, mate. Oh, my screen's frozen. There we go. Do I remember the first time meeting Dana White? I do. The first time I met Dana White was at the Ultimate Fighter 3 tryouts. Earl's Court, London, 2005. I do. I remember it greatly. And I remember him saying to me, because we got interviewed for it, and he said, what's your record? I said, 10-0. All knockouts. First round. He was like, oh, shit. And then they asked me a few questions, and he was like, this guy's got a personality as well. He can talk. I'm like, you fucking bet your ass I can. And he was like, what do you think about all the competition out there? I said, well, I've knocked them all out. So that's what I think of him. And it was pretty much a shoo-in from there, to be honest. So I was very lucky. Romero pooped his pants in a fight. Never forget. Yoel Romero did shit his pants. Oh, there it is. Adeley's down. Wardley with a big left hook. He's smiling. He's blowing kisses. He's talking to the referee. He's getting up. He's fine. Referee checks him. So let's have a look, though. He calls him on. He says, right here, let's go. It's not smart. You just got dropped. Oh, another big left up from Wardley. The throwing down again. Adeley's wobbly. He's wobbly. A big attack, a big swarm from Wardley. And that's it. It's over. Wow. Wardley gets the job done, gets the stoppage, gets the knockout. Fabio Wardley is still undefeated. Good fight as well. Well done. Fabio, let's go. Blake Thompson. Would I do shows in Scotland? I did, mate. When I did Tales from the Octagon 1, we did one in Glasgow. It was brilliant. The crowd was fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. They were trying to get me pissed up, and I was pissed up. Is Rebecca my daughter? No, she's not. Ellie is my daughter. It's Rebecca's birthday tomorrow, everybody. Rebecca's birthday. What do I get her? What do I get the woman that's got everything? So, there it is. Co-main event is done. Main event starting. Michael, you look like Jan Blachowicz on the paint behind me. You know what? I got sent that by someone. That's by some artist, apparently some la-di-da artist. And I didn't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? I certainly wasn't going to hang it in the house. And I thought, do you know what? It'll be a nice little backdrop. So for the YouTube channel. It's a bit arrogant, I guess. And I've got loads. There's a guy called Geo KO Art. Geo. Anyway, from Scotland, great guy. He used to send me pictures all the time. He's done some amazing artwork. So just over there off camera, you can't see it. I've got about 30. There's so many that he would send me these massive canvases, and they're really cool. But I don't know what to do with them. I always said that when I had a gym, I would put them in there. But the gym that I have is a UFC gym, so it's not really suitable. But when I do open my own little studio, maybe I'll put them in there. Have you ever had a boxing bout? I have. I had a couple, won them both. Do you think it was below the belt for Anderson to hit you when you lost your mouth guard in the last round before you ultimately won the belt in London? Well, it wasn't the last round. That was round 3 out of 5. And I don't think Anderson was below the belt, to be honest. It was fair. They always say, defend yourself at all times. Mouthpiece came out. I was talking to the referee. He saw his opportunity and kneed me in the fucking face. A good flying knee as well, and it dropped me hard. I guess I can see the argument for it being a bit of a scummy move. But let's be honest, we've seen the replay here. That was a good drop. A good combination. Right hook, left hook from Fabio Wardley. Oh, that was nice as well. The way he shrugged him off with the shoulder. They were kind of clinched. Shrugged him off with the shoulder to make the separation. Shrugged him off and then came back. Boom. Right hook. Boom. Left hook. Very nice. I've not seen that before. That's beautiful. I like that a lot. So, yeah, Anderson, little cheap shotting bitch. It's a joke. A lot of respect for Anderson. When does the Fury fight start? Love you, Bisping. Shane Clunan should be making the walk soon. All 10,000 of you. Stick with me. Don't go anywhere. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Ring the bell. The bell just got rung there on Adeleye. My God, he got dropped hard there. All right, let's have a look at some of these super chats. No Man Alive, we've done that one, we've done all these. Okay, let's go down here. I'm starving. I just had my bloody food. Gypsy John, there it is. Gypsy John battered me. So, little story. Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, connected, of course, to the Gypsy community. Used to always go on about saying that Gypsy John knocked me out outside of a nightclub in Blackburn. One, I don't know who Gypsy John is. I do know a John that was a gypsy. Maybe that's Gypsy John. And he was from Blackburn. And he was a bit of a tough nut. But we never had a fight. We never threw down. We never got into it. There was a bit of stickiness on a few occasions, but nothing really ever happened. And that was a long time ago. Fucking hell, we're talking 20 years ago, maybe longer. But when I was living out here, I was living in America, and Tyson Fury was tweeting, "Gypsy John knocked you out." And I'm like, I've lived in America for years, mate. So yeah. Anyway, Jordan Navarro says, "When am I doing Tiger Belly again?" You know what, Jordan? You know what? How about this? Me and Bobby Lee were texting last night. And I'll respond to him right now. Yeah, so let's do sometime in January. There you go, I just messaged him. So yeah, no, you know, funnily enough, I just stumbled across that last night, so I messaged Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee, Tiger Belly Podcast. Have a look at that, guys, if you want a good laugh. Bobby Lee is absolutely hilarious. One of the funniest human beings. Do I regret not beating the guy that punched me? We were talking about this before. I don't regret it at all. That guy that punched me, by the way, was messaging Rebecca again recently. Do I think if Brock Lesnar came into the sport straight out of college, he could have been an all-time great? I do, actually. I do. Transparent Cars says, do I like living in the US or the UK more, and why? Yeah, so like, in terms of the opportunity that I have at my fingertips, the weather, which is a small thing, and I'll be honest, the lifestyle, I do prefer living in California. But I do prefer living in England because I feel more at home. The people, the sense of humour, my friends, the family, all that kind of thing. I miss that. But we have a great life in California. We do. We have a great life here. I have a lot of opportunity. I've got a great career going. You know, I live in a nice house. It's been good to me. It's been good. I can't complain. You know, but I do miss England. I'll be going back for a few weeks in Christmas. Hey, babe. Would you bring me some glasses and a thing for my contact lens? I'm sticking my finger in my eyeball every 30 seconds here. I've only got one eye and I'm going to get a bloody infection in my good eye in no time. 11,000 people on the live. Thank you all for being here. Main event starting in just a second. I will be giving commentary all the way through that. We're just having a little warm-up as we go. We've been going for an hour and 20 bloody minutes. Still hasn't even started. I started with one fight to go. And still haven't got it. I do need a cold beer. Hey, babe. Oh, she's upstairs. Mike, I've been doing Muay Thai for 2 years and I'm thinking of taking an amateur fight. Do I have any tips? Well, number one, you should do that, mate. And all the best to you, Angelo. Good luck. My advice would be, if it's an amateur fight, just relax, man. There's no pressure. The idea of an amateur fight is to get experience, is to learn, to test yourself, to see how far you've come, to get used to that fight day feeling. So that's what amateur fights are all about. They're all about testing yourself, getting used to the environment to get you ready for the pro leagues. So just enjoy yourself. And one piece of advice would be, well, two pieces. Get yourself in the best cardio shape possible. Cardio determines everything. When you get tired, you're fucked. That's why Francis, if he gets tired, will be fucked. If Tyson Fury gets tired, he'll be fucked. Right? Cardio. You need the skill. You need the determination. You need the discipline. You need the mental fortitude to be a fighter. But all of that doesn't mean a goddamn thing. If you get tired, that's it. You're a sitting duck. It's the loneliest place on planet Earth, in a boxing ring, in an octagon, on a mat, if you're tired. Because there's nowhere to run or hide. And remember to breathe. People forget to breathe. They do, and they think, why did I get so tired? Hey, Bisping is 40, too old to start an MMA career. Probably, mate. Probably. Oh, thanks, darling. And then lastly, for us, the main event. Thanks, darling. Will you get me a beer out of the beer tap outside? Just a small glass.
There is any.
There is some, she says. If there is any. There bloody is. Get the man a beer. No man alive should be watching Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou throw down in Saudi Arabia without a bloody beer. Look at that. And the Lord said, let there be light. I can see. Michael, am I a black belt in jiu-jitsu? I'm a black belt in Japanese jiu-jitsu, but I haven't done that in years. I'm a black belt in combat. I've got a degree from the mean streets. I've got a brown belt in BJJ. I often submit black belts, though. I'm very good at jiu-jitsu, but I'm not like, I'm not the most technical guy, but I have my style. I use a lot of basics, but I use them well. To be honest, for the most part, it's just my competitive drive. I refuse to fucking lose at anything. Which doesn't always work out. I'm not saying I'm Superman, far from it. But sometimes a bit of stubbornness will take you a long way. All right, so the main event, the starting with all the previews and the promos. Hey, Mike, do I think Francis has a puncher's chance? I do. How many people have betted on this fight? John, there's a good poll. Put a poll up. I want to know how many of you people have put money on this fight. And where did you put that money? MMA Addict 78, let's settle in for the 45-minute musical performance. I know. It's going to be mental. Why do promoters think that's a good idea? I don't know. I mean, in big sporting events, they like to play the national anthem and stuff like that. And they'll do that here. They will fucking do that here. It's going to take bloody forever. Rottweiler, sup Michael, Orlando here from Tucson, Arizona. What's the most important part in MMA, striking, BJJ or grappling? Well, they're all as equally important, probably wrestling to give you the answer, but the most important thing is this, the mind. The mind is the most important, brother. The mind controls everything. The mind controls how confident you are. It controls how disciplined you are. It controls your emotions. It controls everything. If you haven't got a good mind, if your mind's all over the place, you're going to struggle. Hazifa Kabadi is back. Much respect for you and all other MMA athletes. Hope boxers eventually choose to come into our world. Or, I agree. What do I think of Jake Paul fighting MMA? I think Jake Paul is not going to fight a high-level mixed martial artist. If he does compete in the PFL, they will get him a boxer. In boxing, he fights mixed martial artists. In mixed martial arts, he will fight a boxer. It's as simple as that. He will fight some scrub that's had 2 amateur fights and 1 professional fight against a guy that's lost 100 fights. Oh, here we go. The walk is on. Oh, no, it's not. That's old footage. Headphones in, guys. Headphones in. So Tyson Fury here, talking about the sacrifice that he's made his whole life. And hopefully they're going to walk soon. Sold out crowd in Saudi Arabia. Savage Vids, hello from my family and I here in North Seattle. To you and to yours. Thank you very much. The Count, the legend. Team Ngannou, let's go. How many people bet on the fight? Yes, on Fury, 20%. Yes, on Ngannou, 24%. Okay. I haven't bet on the fight, 56%. Okay. Well, good luck to you all. Hope your bets come in. I mean, he's still getting his hands wrapped. What is all that about? Still getting his hands wrapped. They should have had the hands wrapped hours ago. When you fight in the UFC, they come to the locker room hours before you fight and get your hands wrapped. Because when the hands get wrapped, that's when you start warming up. That's when you start hitting the pads. So, unless he's been warming up and he's having his hands wrapped late, because that's like a little thing that he likes to do, which won't be the case because wrapping the hands takes a bit of time and you're going to cool down. So strap yourself in, boys and girls. Oh, look at that. There was a beer. Cheers, guys. Here's to Francis Ngannou, being a real man. Here's to Francis Ngannou, you know, really trying, man. It's been sitting in the bottom of the barrel for a bit. I've got a beer keg in the garden. Yeah, it's not the best. Definitely not the best, but it'll do. Yeah, but here's, hey, to Tyson and Francis for putting on this show. There's Brett Akamoto. All right, it's Bisping time. Bisping burger time. I'm on a diet, man. I'm on a diet. I'm always on a fucking diet. I'm always on a diet. When you going to make Aspinall video or podcast? Soon. Bud Light. This actually is a Coors Light. What was that? Brock Lesnar. And I'll drink a Coors Light. Because Bud Light don't pay me any money. Bro, do your life's best commentary here like your life depends on it. No, I'm going to. As soon as the fight starts, I'll be offering commentary. I won't be doing all this kind of shit. Mike, I'll bet you a case of beer. I'll leave it to Francis. Sid, I'll take you up on that bet. Hector Rodriguez. Woo! Let's go, Hector. Cheers, Michael. Have a blessed one, mate. Thank you, Kado. No way, it's sold out. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Bullseye. How would Don Fry do in his prime in the UFC? Legend, Mike, defended your title more than the Leprechaun. I did. That's a fact. And they actually say you're not a champ until you defend it. And I did defend. Don Fry, I think, would have done very well. I mean, that's a real man, Don Fry, right there. If you don't know Don Fry, look up some of his fights from the olden days. I mean, he was awesome. He really was. I think he'd do really well, man, because he's a good wrestler. Joe Derp says, I was stuck in a hotel for you and Henderson too. I had to watch it on my phone. Love you, man. Well, thank you, Joe, for tuning in and watching, man. Really do appreciate that. That was a fun night. I lost a few brain cells on that one, got a few extra scars. Obviously, I only see out the one eye. And in that fight, I got caught with those two big right hands, the H-bombs. And it fractured my orbital. So my orbital was fractured. The swelling on the eye was ridiculous. Let's have a look. See, I bet I can find an image. Hold on. The swelling on the eye was ridiculous. It was really bad. And I could hardly see. I could hardly bloody see. Doesn't look that bad there. I mean, I guess it does look pretty bad. Hold on, let's just move that over here. I mean, it looks bad enough, doesn't it? I couldn't see jack shit. No shit, I fucked it up. I fucked the screen up. What have I done? Yeah, I mean, you see there, it was so swollen, I could only see a tiny, tiny little glimmer of light. And that's completely true, because this eye's completely blind. So out of there, I mean, look at it. You can't see. If you can see, there's just the tiniest little strip, like a millimeter or two that I could see through. So I was essentially blind in that last couple of rounds. It was really scary. It was really bad. But what are you going to do? I mean, I can't fucking give up, can I? Do you know what I mean? I had to keep fighting and I got the job done. Mike, have I considered getting a bionic eye? Anson Meadows, if there is a bionic eye, I will fucking take it, mate. I will take it. So, Joe Derp, thank you, mate. Mike, what do you think of calf kick? Do you think a calf kick is big in MMA but not Muay Thai? Why do I think? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. If you point your lead foot at 11 o'clock, 45-degree angle, it shuts down the calf kick. No, it doesn't. Sorry, mate. I disagree. It does not. 12,500 people all here with me on a Saturday, so cheers to that. Thank you all for being here. Watching this spectacle of the highest degree. Light on the lead leg. I'm not intoxicated, mate. I am not intoxicated. Not in the slightest. Just having a cheeky one for the fight. That's it. Shout out Belfast. Right. How long until we think the fight fucking starts? Jesus Christ, it's going to be a long time. Francis is still getting wrapped up Tyson's still getting wrapped up. Shout out all the people from Maine. Our thoughts, I'm sure everyone here agrees with me. Our thoughts are with you all. Awful what happened there. Tyson Fury probably has this one. If he's dumb enough to leave the chin for Francis like he promised, it'll be night-night. Look at Francis Ngannou there. That is a beast of a man. That is a beast. He looks ready to go. He's ripped. He's primed. He's been training with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson will have definitely improved things. I don't necessarily think it's the secret sauce to beating Tyson Fury. Tyson will definitely help him come up with a strategy to beat him. But I don't think a strategy for Mike Tyson will necessarily help. Because the strategy for Mike Tyson will involve boxing. I think Ngannou's just got to turn it into a crazy brawl. I think Ngannou's just got to get his hands on him. I've said this a few times. If you've heard, I apologise. But he's got to clinch. And before the referee breaks the clinch, he's got to throw Tyson into the corner. And he will be able to do that. Tyson Fury doesn't have big, strong legs. He doesn't have hips like a wrestler or an MMA fighter. So Ngannou needs to get him, throw him into the corner, and from there, just swing. Hell for leather. Swing for the fences. And hope and pray that one connects. Obviously target the head. Obviously aim to land the shots. I don't mean close his eyes and swing, but cut the cage off. Try and get a hold of him. Throw him into the corner of the ring. Left hook, right hook. Why a left hook and a right hook? Well, we don't know. Tyson will go left or he'll go right. And if there's a flurry of lefts and right coming, well, he's going to come into one of them. That would be the plan. But that kind of game plan also uses a lot of energy. Swinging hard and aggressively uses a lot. I don't think playing the jab game, I don't think trying to slip and bob and weave is going to work for him. He hasn't got the speed. I mean, he will have been working on his head movement, but he hasn't got head movement fast enough. He probably hasn't got reflexes quick enough to slip out the way of a jab before Fury can land it. Not being insulted. That's what Tyson Fury does. That's what Tyson Fury does. Right? No man alive. Slipped into something weird there. David Reisabo. How you doing, bro? So, yeah. You know, and you got to think, I wonder. I'll just end this poll here, John. Put this up. Do we think, all 13,000 of you, thank you for being here. What do we think the nerve level is now for Francis Ngannou? Because, listen, all fighters get nervous, right? But we're not bothered about the physical damage for the most part, right? I mean, of course, we're not idiots. We are concerned. We don't want to take damage. But we sign up for that. We sign up for a fight. We get punched in sparring. We get prepared and we get beaten up in training. You know, the real nerve comes. The nerves come from the failure, from the reality that we're going to fail in our mission and our career will not pan out. You know, I started off in the UFC, came through the Ultimate Fighter, wanted to become a champion. If I lost, I wasn't going to get the next big fight. I wasn't going to get the number one contender matchup. I wasn't going to get the title fight. Well, none of that matters right now for Francis Ngannou. He's getting paid an astronomical amount of money. He's not bothered about getting punched in the face. He's probably got a big, tough chin. He's got knockout power. And he's not necessarily concerned about a career in boxing. So I ask you again, John, put a poll up. Do we think Francis Ngannou is A, not too nervous, B, extremely nervous, C, doesn't give a shit, and he's just here to have fun? You know, of course he wants to give a good account of himself. Of course he does. He doesn't want to embarrass himself. He's a proud man. But I don't think he's going to be like, he's not going to cry himself to sleep if he loses. You know what I'm saying? I hope you understand the point that I'm making. Will says, I'd rather be watching Japan's card with Eric Shun. Eric Shun, he gets to the point quickly. Is a spinning back fist a good move to hit a bully? I don't know. Is it? You tell me. Mike loves his polls. Well, it's a bit of interaction, and I want to know what you guys think. Davey M says, thoughts on UFC title fights ending in draws. They should have a sudden death round. I agree. I like that. I know the broadcast time governs the cards, which it does, but I'm sure they could figure it out. Yeah, maybe, mate, maybe. I mean, let's, for example, what was it? Valentina Shevchenko and Alexa Grasso. I'm saying Valentina Shevchenko. I'm fucking going John Fury without even trying to go John Fury. That one ended in a draw, and no one alive wanted to see that. Jonas, like you said, it's all in the mind, and Francis has shown us that in the Derek Lewis fight, that it gets to him. That's a good point. It's a good look to him. What are our thoughts about him and Fury? See, this is it. This is it. For those people that don't know, let's take a look at this. When we go down to the career of Francis Ngannou, beat Cyril Gane, as we can see, Stipe Miocic, Jairzinho Rozenstruik. And by the way, the Rozenstruik, that's like what I'm talking about. Against Jairzinho Rozenstruik, he just went forward, wow, swinging like an absolute maniac. Right? Swinging like a maniac, got the job done. It's going to have to be a similar approach. Junior Dos Santos, Cain Velasquez, Curtis Blades. And by the way, if you don't know much about MMA, that's a good run of opponents. Curtis Blades, Cain Velasquez, former champ. Junior Dos Santos, former champ. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, knockout artist. Stipe, former champ. Cyril Gane, former interim champ. That's a good little run. But there's the one here. Versus Derek Lewis, the Black Beast. When he showed up, when he fought Derek Lewis, a man that was a big hitter, a man that's got the most knockouts in the history of the UFC, by the way, a man that could match the knockout power of Francis Ngannou. He kind of froze. But, and you do bring up a good point, Jonas, but this is different because you got to remember that's when Francis was on the rise. It doesn't matter what happens here for Francis Ngannou. Just showing up, he's already a winner. You know what I mean? All right, Amateur Fitness asked me, just get on with the fucking walks. Get on with it, guys. I've been on for 1 hour and 40 minutes. And we've had one fight. Right, it looks like something may be starting. Amateur Fitness says, Mike, agree or disagree. UFC should have a guaranteed bonus for a fighter to end the fight via finish. Disagree. All fighters are trying to finish fights anyway. Disagree. 45 minutes left, mate. What are they going to get into the fight? I mean, what is the fight? It is, 10 rounds? 10 rounds? Yeah, there it is, 10 rounds. I mean, that's half an hour. And then with the minute break in between, that's 40 minutes. So I guess they're going to have to walk out pretty soon. Let's have a look. Let me put my headphones in and see. Get this fight started. That is correct, Stephen. I'm not hearing anything. That's bizarre. Is it muted, you bastard? It is muted. There we go. Right, yeah. So, I mean, they're doing a lot of filler. Now, you never know. You know, a lot of people, big-name boxers like a McGregor or a Tyson Fury, whatever, they may be messing around backstage. They may be milking it. Maybe trying to just take the piss and be the man, be the boss, playing mind games with the opponent. He can wipe his tears with $100 bills. Exactly. Oh, here we go. Can I give a shout out to Cork, Ireland? I think you folks are from Cork, Ireland. They're from County Down, Northern Ireland, mate. And my family and I ever arrive, full breakfast on me. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, buddy. Do like a nice Irish breakfast. Bit of soda bread. Michael, have you ever been to Denmark? No, I haven't. Never been to Denmark. John and Mike should get in for a crowd pleaser while Tyson Fury tucks his back fat in his jockstrap. Oh, God, you're right. They should do that. I don't mean Tyson Fury should stick his back fat in the jockstrap. What did they call that? A girdle? Yeah, that's what's happening right now. Tyson Fury's putting his girdle on. He don't give a shit. He's not asked if he's a bit podgy. But they should. They should bring out John Fury and Mike Tyson. Or just, never mind Mike Tyson. He's coaching bloody Francis Ngannou. Just bring out John Fury. Give the people what they pay to see. Give the people what they pay to see. All right, so 14,000 of you now jumping on. For the people that just joined recently, we're still waiting on the main event. This is taking a while. John, let's trim out this. John Brannigan, my editor, by the way. When the main event starts, let's just trim this out as its own separate video. There you go. I'm pulling back the curtain, guys. You've seen what it goes into running a successful YouTube channel. Did I pay for the pay-per-view? I did. There's Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman, obviously, Ngannou's African brothers. There's been a lot of MMA fighters. Chuck Liddell, Quinton Rampage Jackson's out there, Randy Couture. It's a who's who we're fighting, to be fair. You're a legend from Stephen in Yorba Linda. Well, thank you, Stephen. Yorba Linda, the next town along. Pretty much the same place. Pretty much where I live. Great stream. Thank you, ma. Ma. Who's that? Who's that? Come on. Ma. Anyone know? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the answer. No one's giving it to me. Ma. Forget it. There it is, Connor. There we go. Francis is about to get slept. All right, John, on the nerves, he put a poll up. It says extremely nervous, 26%. Quite nervous, 22%. Slightly nervous, 22%. Not nervous at all is the winner with 30%. I think he will be nervous. That's my vote on my own poll. I don't think he's going to be too nervous. I think he'll be a little bit nervous. There'll be a little, but do you know what my response would be, or my advice would be? My advice to Francis Ngannou would be: enjoy this moment. Enjoy this moment, right? If he loses this, which he's probably going to do, he's probably never going to be involved in a spectacle like this ever again. You know, and whatever it is, you people watching, whatever's going on, you know, whatever big moments you have in life, whether it's professional or personal, you got to remember to sit back and smell the roses a little bit. You know, enjoy the moment, enjoy the process, enjoy what you're in, because, as I said, he's in Saudi Arabia, he's fighting Tyson Fury. This is a massive event. Try and enjoy it. Of course, that's a hard thing, but I remember when I fought Rockhold for the belt, and I was feeling the pressure, I was feeling the nerves, and I was being a little bit, you know, a bit snappy in training one day with one of my coaches. You know, I was like, it's just the pressure and the anxiety of the fight. And Perillo pulled me to one side. He was like, Michael, what are you doing? He said, look, listen, next week you're going to go out there, you're going to fight for the world championship. He said, now we think you're going to win that fight and you're going to become champion of the world. But you never know. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't win that fight. Maybe this is the highlight of your career. Maybe this is the highest it ever gets for you. You know, you're in a position that a lot of people want to be in. You're fighting for the championship of the world live on pay-per-view. And maybe you never get another chance. How about we go out there and enjoy this? You know what I mean? Luca Pasquale, Luca, I'm live to 14,000 people. 15,000 people.
Am I on live now?
This is the gorgeous Luca Pasqualino.
Hello, everyone.
What do you want, you prick?
How you doing?
Get fucked. I gotta go, mate, but what's going on?
People,
Oh, what's up, fellas?
my family.
Yes.
Just wondered if you were at the Ngannou.
Well, I was meant to be. Don't worry, oh, you 15,000. I'm jumping off in a sec. I was meant to be. They asked me to go, but I got to go to Brazil on Monday. Here's what I'm going to do. As soon as this fight's over, I'm going to bell you.
No one cares, mate.
You're a cock. Right. Luca Pasqualino there. Very good actor that I made friends with last year in, where was I? Bulgaria. Top lad. Top lad. Right, Mike, will you come out of retirement for a fight, though? Oh, no, sorry, I was saying. And he said, you know, maybe this is as good as it gets. Maybe this is it. So how about we go through this with a smile on our face? And how about we enjoy the process? So I hope Francis is enjoying this. What's a hammer for? Hammering nails, you bollocks. What movie's this? Why did they call him the bullet dodger? Because he dodges bullets, have he? Mike, will you come out of retirement for a fight? Thoughts? No. Thanks for letting me knock around in your chat, sir. Thank you, Red Corner. No worries, brother. Tim Dwarker, hope you're well. Matt, can you give a shout out to Cork? We did that one. Nice spectacles as well. Right. Mike versus the Pirate. Oh, you're hard, aren't you? Snatch. There it is. Was it Lockstock or Snatch? It's Lockstock. No, it's not. It's Snatch. I love Snatch. What a film that is. What do we think about Adesanya saying he's out till 2027? Right. Okay. Israel Adesanya, while we wait for the fight. Ooh. Are they making a walk? It's gone dark. It's gone dark. Headphone. Here we go. Oh, the opening ceremony. The opening bloody ceremony. Geez, the opening ceremony. We've had, I mean, how many hours has this been going on for now? It's almost been 2 hours, me yabbering on to you. There's been one fight on. I mean, fair play. They've spent a lot of money. They want to get the money's worth. You know, they want to entertain the fans, the people in the stadium. They want to get a show, which they are getting. But come on, man. You know. Right. Oh, Israel Adesanya, sorry. What do we think about him saying that he won't fight until 2027? Yeah, well, you know who he said that to? He said that to Oscar Willis, who's from the Mac Life. Oscar Willis is a great reporter, and as I say, he's the guy that runs the Mac Life, which is owned by Conor McGregor, right? So that's all connected to Paradigm Sports Management. Israel Adesanya recently departed ways with Paradigm Sports Management, so I think he was just saying that to fuck with him. He was just messing with him. I think so. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think Israel Adesanya is going to sit out till 2027. You know what I mean? Right. So, let's get down here to the charts. The bloody opening ceremony is taking forever. Mike, have you heard of the WEBC champion? Where'd your eye go? I don't know, mate. Martin Sports Fitness Equipment, LLC. Yeah, it's bollocks. He will be fighting next year, guarantee it. Or maybe 2025 at the very latest. What are your thoughts on Israel Adesanya? Let's do this. John, put a poll up. Has his popularity waned? Because it seems to be. I mean, because he was a very popular champ, and then Sean Strickland came out, beat him, and it seems I see a lot of negative comments around Izzy, which I don't really understand. Michael, you're the one MMA personality that I'd pick if I won a contest to have a drink with. Anyone in MMA. Well, no man alive should pick anyone fucking else. Right? But Darren Till's a funny fucker, you know. Darren Till's all right. And so's Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall's the man. Tom Aspinall is the man. He really is. So, okay, let's go down the bottom here. You're the man, Mike. Thanks for all the content. Thank you, Dana. They're just dragging this out so much. I apologise. The idea for the chat was to do some live commentary about the fight. You guys have got patience, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Do I think Francis can beat John Jones? I don't. And don't call me a UFC company man, right? It's got nothing to do with that. Look at Cyril Gane and John Jones. Right, look at Cyril Gane and John Jones. Look how quickly John Jones took Cyril Gane out of there. Francis Ngannou went to a decision and had to wrestle. Right, John did it in a flash. Did it in a heartbeat. Didn't even raise his heartbeat. Didn't even get a sweat on. He burned more calories warming up. And by the way, I'm a huge fan of Cyril Gane. I feel like I always have to say that just in case he sees this. I think Cyril Gane is incredible, and I'm the biggest fan, and he's such a great guy. But that's what happened in that fight, right? So based upon that, I think John Jones, would beat Francis Ngannou. Jake Paul signed to fight Nate Diaz. All right, so here we go. We're going through the celebrities now. There's Oscar De La Hoya. That's his girlfriend on the right. Artur Beterbiev, there he is, multiple weight division champion, I think. Beterbiev, he better behave. Whoa, there he is, Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell, he looks a bit stressed out. He's walking around looking at his phone. He's like, what's going on? The Wi-Fi shit. He's like, he's not looking happy. He's like, get the camera out of my fucking face. Larry Holmes. See, this is good. I'd rather see this than nothing. Larry Holmes, man. That's a legendary boxer right there. Look at that. Prince Naseem Hamed. Listen, Prince Naseem, he was incredible in his day, but he has put some weight on, hasn't he? He's like a bowling ball. No disrespect. How do I think Francis Ngannou would do in power slap? I think he'd take someone's head clean off, and it would be bad. Of all the impressive feats that I've accomplished in the Octagon, drinking that warm Coors Light exceeds all. That's a real man. Well, number one, it's not warm. It's not warm. I don't drink warm beer. But it's not the best. It's all we got, though. It's all we got, Shane661. What do you want me to do? Who else we got? Show some more people. All right, so regarding the poll, Israel Adesanya, he's less popular now, 76%. Yeah, I mean, he's not the champ. He might be. Do we think he'll become the champion again, though? You know what I mean? With Hamzat, with Strickland, you know, Dricus du Plessis, Bo Nickel. There's some new people coming through. Kamaru Usman, big fan. Who's your money on? I got my money on Tyson Fury, mate. Come on, let's be honest. I think everyone has. Israel lasagna. I don't know why that made me laugh. Lasagna. Lasagna. Love a bit of lasagna. Fury getting slept. Oh, God. Could you imagine if he did it? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Francis Ngannou knocks him out? Oh, so here's Francis warming up, though. He's just, to quote Conor McGregor, he's stuck in the mud. He's just not the fastest. I'm not trying to be... hey, that doesn't mean he can't land the shot, right? With the right timing, with the right aggression, and the perfect punch, you can get it done, right? You can get it done. But it's a lofty task. It's the loftiest of lofty. You know what I mean? But if he does it, if he connects, it will be ridiculous. Tom Aspinall versus John Jones. I got Tom Aspinall, mate. He's younger. He's in his prime. He's less miles on the clock. He's less injuries. He's faster. He can wrestle. He can do jiu-jitsu. He hits harder. And above everything, he's a natural heavyweight. On my podcast with Anthony Smith the other day, we were discussing about John Jones getting injured. And he brought up a good point. He said, you know, John's body isn't used to being 250 pounds. And the tendons and things like that, because it was the tendon that attaches the pec to the bone that tore. They're not used to dealing with that amount of weight. So I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it's certainly something to think about. Who's your pick? Masvidal or Jake Paul in boxing? I mean, I'd go for Masvidal, to be honest. I would like them to fight. Assuming Islam continues his dominance, do I think Islam should eventually move up to 170 and become a double champ? I do. Do you know what else I think? I think they should get this show on the goddamn road. Francis Ngannou warming up backstage. He's going to fall asleep at this point. They've been warming up for about 7 hours. Hey, Mike, was Anthony always a planned addition to the podcast, or did we just click and decide to work together? It wasn't always planned, mate. Dana, wasn't always planned. But I started bringing him on as a co-host, you know, guest co-host here and then. He was really good. So then I brought him on. And then I brought him on as like a full partner. Gave him away far too much piece of the pie. No man alive should have made that business move. I'm fucking skint these days. Matthew Perry, what's he saying? Mike, will you give me the pleasure of knowing your spirit animal? Ooh, I don't really go in for spirit animals and stuff, but if I had to choose a spirit animal, the one-eyed wolf is your suggestion. I don't know about that. I don't know. Now they're playing the promo for the fight. Now they're playing the promo. It is a good promo where they're smashing through the concrete and stuff and the walls are crumbling. It's a good promo. But anybody watching this right now has paid $80 fucking dollars. $80. The promo does not need to be seen. And I'm not ripping on the promoters for doing this. There's obviously Fury's taking his time. He's not ready. So they've got to fill. You know what I mean? But they don't need to show the promo for the fight. It's main event time. It's time to go. Jeezel Maneasel. Greetings from Brazil. But I don't know, Mike, if you have a huge fan base here. Thank you. Obrigado, mi amigo. That guy, can you give a shout out to Cork Island? We did that one. Right, spirit animal. It's a grizzly bear, man. It's a grizzly bear. No man alive should fight a grizzly bear. Should they start the fight now? Yeah, start the fight. No shit, Sherlock. On the poll, good work though, John. But that's like saying, do we want to see the fight? Timer says 4 minutes. Okay, does it? I don't have a timer on my one. Let me go full screen on the laptop. And this is taking the piss, isn't it? Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. You stuck with me, guys, all 15,710 of you. Thanks for letting me knock around in your chat, sir. Enjoy the fight. Thank you, Red Corner. Fun fact, Ultimate Fighter 14 got me into the UFC, and I haven't missed an event since. Appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, Jeff Wiseman. It says 26 minutes until the fight. Wow. 26. Look at the face on Ngannou. Ngannou's like... Hold on. I think Ngannou's annoyed. He's like, can we just get on with it? It is outrageous. This is outrageous. It's outrageous. It's Mike Tyson. Someone's playing games backstage. They have to be. They have to be. I mean, I've been on here now for 2 hours with you guys, and thanks for being on. Almost 17,000 of you. But this is kind of silly. 25 minutes until the fight even bloody starts. Or is that 25 minutes until they walk? I mean, and hey, this is us sitting at home, right? This is us sitting at home. I've got a beer. Paul Craig. Muchacho Sauce wanted me to say Paul Craig. Paul Craig. Right? Fucking, this is me sitting here, right, with a fucking beer. Right? This is me sitting here with a computer. This is me sitting here with freedom to do whatever I want. There's 20,000 people sitting in the audience. They're probably sitting there going, can we just get a move on? Could someone like Adesanya beat Fury in a real fight? Tyson Fury, Adesanya? Adesanya couldn't, no, because he can't grab. He's not a wrestler. Not a wrestler. Greetings as a former champ. What's your opinion on Ben Askren always saying on Twitter that he's a super genius with his IQ? Well, he didn't have a good fucking game plan against Jorge Masvidal, did he? Can't be that fucking smart, let's be honest. If he's so smart, why did he fucking headbutt a knee at full speed? Hey, Michael, we're going to do the Joe Rogan podcast. Or Theo Von podcast. Yeah, I mean, I'm open to doing both. I've done Rogan's a couple of times. I've done Theo Von's a couple of times. Big fan of Theo Von and Joe Rogan. Listen to both of them. They're great. Ben Askren almost as cringe as Jizzy. Yeah. I was sick of fucking... You know what I mean? Ben Askren, he's a nice guy. But he came over from ONE FC. Didn't really pan out, did it? Will every UFC heavyweight champ beat Fury in a real fight? Okay, let's go through this. Let's go through. Well, I'll bring it up on the screen for you guys. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. I've got something for you. The list of champs. Right, here we go. So, let me just make this a little bit smaller for me. Right, so. Oh, I need to make that bigger. Look at this. Sean, there we go. So, these are the champs right now. Where are heavyweight champs? Here we go. Mark Coleman. I'll say yes. He was a great wrestler. Maurice Smith, no. Randy Couture, yes. Because Randy Couture was a great wrestler and he beat James Toney. Baz Rutten, probably not. More of a striker. He was a good grappler. Kevin Randleman there. Right? Kevin Randleman, he could wrestle his fucking ass off. So, yes. Randy Couture, yes. Josh Barnett, yes. Rico Rodriguez, my old mate Rico, yes. Tim Sylvia, never. No man alive should bet on Tim Sylvia to beat Tyson Fury. No man alive, because he will get smashed up real quick. Andrei Arlovsky, no, because Andrei's a striker. Tim Sylvia, no. Randy Couture, yes. Nogueira. Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. Yeah, I think he would, because of the grappling. He could probably take down Tyson Fury. And again, this sounds like I'm being disrespectful to Tyson Fury, the fact we're even having this conversation, but no, it's not disrespectful. He's not a mixed martial artist. Brock Lesnar, 100%. Frank Mir, 100%. Shane Carwin. Velasquez, yes. Dos Santos, yes. I mean, DC Stipe. Wow. All right, so look, hold on a minute. We might have a walkout, but then my feed just froze. I read earlier the main event was meant to start around 6 p.m. Eastern. Well, it's almost 3 right now. Thanks for letting me knock around in your chat, sir. Yeah, well, thank you very much for being here. Anyway, so here we go. Finally, they're making the walk. I mean, they are taking the bloody sweet time, that's for damn sure. But whatever, good things come to those who wait. Who's this? I wish I knew who it was. Is it like, I know it's not Stormzy, but it's a, what do they call it? Grime artist. Who's this in the chat? Who is it? What's up, Melissa? Whack that beer down, you Gregory Peck. Who is it? No Man Alive. Well, no one's walking here. It's just a bloody performance. It's a damn concert. It is. It's a concert. I mean, listen, I'm all for a bit of fun and games, a bit of pizzazz, a little bit of glamour, glitz and glam. But Jesus Christ. I mean, the people have come to see some bloody... I mean, listen, they're putting on a great show. What can I say? Look at the production values. The production values are great. I'm just annoyed because I want to get about my day and watch the fucking fight. I want to watch the fight and get on with my day. Things to do, people to see. I have many people to see. I have many different people to see about many different dogs. Who said that? Oh, what movie is that from? This is like Thriller. This is like bloody the walkout on Misfits last week, innit? For Tommy Fury. Snatch, there you go. You got it. Powdell. Rebecca's a smart one here. Hey, Rebecca! Come here. Tacos or shrimp. Bisping's not intoxicated, mate. I've had one fucking Coors Light. What are you talking about? Intoxicated. UFC fighters who are strikers should box each other. I agree. Not UFC fight versus boxer. Just like boxing. Can you talk for 1 second? I need to pee again. I'm sorry. Come and sit down. Let's get Lucas. Yeah. Go on, quick. Get in.
Get Lucas? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I don't think Lucas wants to come on. No offense. I don't know if anyone wants Lucas on here. I can't see any question. Oh, let me go here.
Here's the fight.
I know. You told me not to comment on the fight. I'm watching it. I'm watching it out there. Hi everyone. Taylor Swift. I know. There's a lot of viewers. It's crazy. Hello everyone. Everyone's saying hello. Hi. I love you, Rebecca. The one. Oh, love you too. Am I intoxicated? MMZZZZ. I'm not intoxicated. Michael J. Dunn, Botox face. Well, I have a little bit here and there. Nothing wrong with that. Rebecca's back. I am back. Is this the queen? This is the queen. Rebecca is winning in life. Thank you very much.
Just sit down, slide over.
I was just about to have some food.
What, we're going to have some yogurt?
Let's go have some yogurt.
She lives off bloody yogurt.
I've been reading it. It's actually really good for you to help you lose weight.
All right.
It is.
It's mainly fight talk.
Well, then, what am I doing here?
I know, I'm joking. We're answering questions while we wait for the rap artist to do his thing.
Yes.
Oh, dear. One-eyed lady is fire. Have you got one eye, babe?
I actually have 2 eyes.
Yeah.
I've got 2.
Bisping, can you beat Fury in a real fight? Ha ha! No man alive can beat a man born of a woman. Are you sick of hearing that now, better? Babe, sorry? Mm-hmm.
I'm not sick of it. I like it.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Yeah, I'll just keep talking like this then.
Rebecca's saying no.
Yeah, she's not into it. Sit up straight. Posture, woman, posture.
Oh, my God.
It's a joke.
It's not. You're actually serious. I know you are.
Just,
That's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh, it's a birthday tomorrow, everybody.
I'm not letting you know. Someone said happy birthday.
It's
Mike
a
Kennedy,
birthday tomorrow.
We're not saying how old I am.
Hey, Mike, much love from Tennessee. The skit you did mimicking Snatch was my favourite. Laughed my ass off. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny.
Was that 1 year ago?
Yeah, you were there, weren't you?
I was there. Yes, it was funny.
You punch in there, fella. Well, thank you very much, David Morrison. Do I ever go to Fort Worth, Texas? I've been there, but I wouldn't say I go there. You know, happy birthday. Rebecca, you're
coming in thick and fast now, the happy
birthdays. Thick and
birthdays.
fast, you know what I mean?
36, yeah, I'm turning 36.
John put a poll up. How old do you think Rebecca is?
Oh, yeah.
What round for Fury? I'm going to say Tyson gets the job done around 6 or 7.
Can I just say I burnt my lip before, so if it looks weird, that's why. Michael hasn't punched me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I haven't.
He hasn't.
I try not to, you know. We've all had our moments.
I don't drive you crazy.
I've never punched you. Michael, hope you well. Any advice on how to get over the anxiety of joining a boxing club or a Muay Thai club? Sorry, babe. Well, Weebus, yeah, I get it. I understand it. You know, that's why I was very proud of Lucas, for example, when he signed up to this new MMA gym, because there was no anxiety, and I know what it's like to walk in there first time. But you got to understand, there's no expectation on you.
And no one cares.
And no one cares.
No one
It's
cares.
all in your mind. You think, oh, God, I want to join it. I'm going to go there. Everyone's going to look at me. Everyone's going to laugh. Everyone's going to go, look at this beginner and all this. No one's going to think that at all. It's not even going to register. They will just think, oh, we've got a new guy. Right? There will be no judgment. There will be, if anything, there will be respect for coming in. Right? It's all in your mind. No one's going to give a damn, right, babe?
They don't care.
I'm going to turn this trash down.
They're worrying about other stuff.
They're worrying about
They're worrying
themselves.
about themselves, exactly.
They're worried about themselves. So, Weebus, just do it, man. It'll be the
Do
best
it.
thing you ever did. 7, thank you very much. Appreciate that, buddy.
Randy Pryor says I look 45.
Oh, Jesus, Randy. Happy birthday, Rebecca. Am I good at buying gifts?
He is very good at buying gifts. Yeah, he does good.
My favourite...
Yeah.
There's a lot of good gifts on my phone. I do send a good gift now and again. Yeah, the music's horrible. I'm not feeling this. Who is this? Who is that? I don't know. Maybe it's Saudi Arabia's #1 pop sensation. Fair play.
Don't know.
What do I make of the Albanian divot mix in Albufeira? I don't know what that means.
Don't know.
Is Rebecca Aussie? She is. I've been to the Gold Coast.
We have.
Best of luck to both actors. They're not actors. This is a real fight. It's a real fight.
Why are they saying they're actors?
No, I don't know. But I'm just getting listen, fair play to it all. I understand the hype and the pomp and ceremony and the pomp and circumstance, if you will. And it's quite the show looking at it there. It's remarkable. You know, it is. It's high production value. So fair play. As selfishly, I just want the fight to happen.
It looks like the MTV Music Awards
It
right
does.
now.
Would someone like Khabib have the same results if MMA was in an open ground and no cage? Can't hold someone against the cage. It's a good question. The reality is the cage actually makes it easier for people to stand back up. So Khabib would be more dominant. People like me, not the best wrestlers, but learned how to wrestle using the cage. They use the cage to facilitate takedowns. Khabib doesn't need that. Khabib could take people down without a cage. But people use the fence to get back up. I would always push on the head, shrimp, move to the fence, and then use the fence to lean against to get back up. So I think Khabib would be even more dominant. What's the difference between mine and my wife's accent? We sound different.
I'm Australian. He's British.
Correctamundo.
That's the diff.
Joel Miller, thank you very much. He says thank you for the content and the videos and the podcast. Cheers. Appreciate that, bud. Oh, dear. No, there's a lot going on. I'm going into my first MMA fight. Give me some perspective. Good luck, Brendan Pickler. Just enjoy the moment, brother. Just enjoy it. Trump or Biden in a street fight. What do we think? Donald Trump versus Sleepy Joe.
I'm going to go for Trump on that one.
I reckon. Listen, I don't think Joe Biden will get through the warm up.
No, street fight. No warm-ups in street fights.
No warm ups in the street fight. A gust of wind would knock down Joe Biden.
Looks like he's struggling to walk these
He's
days.
struggling to talk, let alone walk, let alone fight, let alone swing a punch. Listen, respect your elders, right? But the man
He's in severe decline.
is in decline. He's deteriorating.
Cognitively speaking.
Cognitively. I'm leaning on Francis for the upset, says Arthur. Also, if John Fury hits the ring with Iron Mike will demolish him. Yeah. You never know. If John Fury pulls any bullshit here, if John Fury starts with some madness in the ring with Iron Mike, yeah. To be honest, I think they'll be a bit more restrained. They're in Saudi Arabia. I think everyone's on the best behaviour. I'd like to think so. Hey, Mike, please ask Melissa to bring Rob a beer. Melissa, get Rob a beer. Stop messing around. You got any comments, babe? Oh, let me just move this a sec.
Comments on beers? Just get him a beer.
Melissa, just get him a beer.
Just get him a beer. It's not hard. Just do it.
Thoughts on Tom Aspinall with 2 weeks' notice? If anyone can do it, it's Tom. Hey up, Jesse on fire, babe.
Hi, Jesse.
Jesse! Give Jesse on Fire's channel a follow. He says, hola from Cancun.
Very nice.
Jesse and Gabriel. Francis wins this fight. Whoa! Francis wins this fight. I'm going to throw Gabrielle in the ocean. Oh, sorry. If Francis wins this fight, I'm going to throw Gabrielle in the ocean. And 4K 3D as a reward for the beach. Everyone here wants Francis to win, and they don't even know it. Enjoy Cancun.
He means naked. You read out the...
Oh, right. Yeah, well, see, again, if you press F4, shit goes down. I didn't know that N4K 3D is like, what do you call it?
What?
An acronym.
Oh.
Almost.
It's obvious.
Well, I don't fucking know.
Jesse, don't throw her in the ocean naked. Whatever happens. Not a good move.
Just whiz her in the ocean naked. You're in Mexico. You can do that shit down there. Don't do that in Saudi Arabia. Hold on, someone's banged $100 here. UFC still owns the right to Pride. They should bring back the Pride name and create a mixed rule set where stars from boxing and the UFC stars have a 50-50 chance of winning. Rule set would be elbows, boxing, spinning punches, and holding for up to 10 seconds. Tell Dana. I'm on it.
Leave it with us.
Hold on.
Leave it with us.
Dana, mind blowing. You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. Hey up, Luca messaged me before and I put him on the live. There he is.
Did you?
Oh
Funny.
dear. Shout out Luca Pasqualino. Yeah, I'm messaging Dana at expensement. Logan Smelly, big fan of yours. Do you think Hamzat makes it look just as easy as he has in his fight against Strickland? I think Hamzat loses to Sean Strickland unless he severely improves his cardio. My God. Babe, there's been one fight. I've been on for 2 hours, 20 minutes.
One fight?
There's been one fight.
Yikes. Well, it's going to start, but it's going to, the walkout's
One
going to take
fight.
forever. I'm not sitting here for the whole time. I don't
One fight. I mean, fair play to you lot. There's 20,000 of you. I'm sick of hearing my own voice.
How do you think I feel?
I feel sorry for you. You got to listen to me.
At least you guys can just bow out.
Fucking hell. Go get your budgies.
Can't get them. They're outside. They're having a lovely time.
Question for Rebecca. Which one of Mike's fights were you most invested in and why?
Well, all of them. There wasn't one in particular. I mean, obviously, I guess you could say Luke Rockhold because it was for the belt, but they all meant as much to me. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't one that stood out, like, that meant more.
Yeah.
If I'm being perfectly honest with you.
All right, fair enough.
That is the truth.
Right. Everyone's getting annoyed. Give Blackburn a shout out. Oh, what's up, Blackburn? Like Blackburn's a person. All right. Livesey Branch Road. Johnson Street. Market Street. What? Blackburn. Something in Blackburn.
I'm trying to think of a street in Blackburn. I can't even remember.
You don't know any streets in Blackburn. She hates Blackburn.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, my God. Oscars can fly. There's a rumour that one of your eyes is fake. Is there a...
Lies.
Whoa.
All lies.
Whoa. There's a rumour that one of my eyes is fake. Is that rumour true? Who's that?
Don't take it out.
Orcas can fly. Well, pigs can fucking fly. Boom. Everyone's seen it.
Technically, you're meant to like wash your hands before you put anything.
I know. Technically, I'm meant to buy a new eye every year.
That's been his one and only.
I bought this out in 2018. And when they sold it to me, they were like, no, you need to get a new one every year.
You really should.
Well, I shouldn't. Why?
A spare one. It's an actual miracle it's lasted this long.
The $4,000 a pop, right? 2018, that's 6 years. I've saved myself $24,000 so far. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
I've saved myself 24K.
Well done. Mike, what would your walkout look like?
Well, I reckon it'd be something like, I got my head checked, ba-ma-ma, da-na-na-na, by a jumbo jet, da-na-na.
It's a good walkout
song. It wasn't easy, na-na-na-na. I will stop now. Look at these guys.
Going.
They're still going. I mean, listen, fair play.
The opening ceremony.
It's quite the performance. It's quite the show. Bisping, do I know Newton's 3 laws of attraction? I will in just a second. Let's have a
Laws
look.
of motion.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Newton's
Keep the
of motion.
Yes.
Newton's laws of motion. This is going to be the most
Stick
boring.
says, did you lose your eye fighting? Yes, he did.
Jesus Christ! What we got? We got noobs on here. We got people that don't know what they're talking about. You got people that don't know who you're dealing
living
with.
under a rock.
You've been living under a rock. What is going on?
Mike, do you cringe when you see the Russian... Well, you clicked off it.
What was it? The Russian what?
The guy that fights with one eye. I don't think you cringe. You can sympathise.
Oh, no, I don't cringe at all. I wish him well. Jack Sparrow says, what should be done is a clear Lexan thick octagon, no holding the cage bullshit. Like in the street ideal, I would be like wrestling mat, but that shit wouldn't work. I don't know. I hear what you're saying, Jack. It would stop the grabbing of the fence, I guess. Notorious says that no man alive should have to wait this damn long for a fight. Sheesh. You're right. And Crypto's millennial. I remember watching you when I was 13, right? Seeing your growth from Ultimate Fighter till now. Your accolades throughout is inspiring. What no one talks about is once you get to one peak, the hardest challenge is finding another. Correct.
Got to find another peak.
I'll find another peak.
Climb it.
What if Conor gets the title fight against Islam? What if? He will. He will. If he beats Michael Chandler, he will get the title fight. Hi, mate. I was 2 years above you in Billington. St. Augustine's. That's the school I went to, everyone. Massive respect and God bless to you and your family. Well, thank you, Bap.
Tell us, Bap, what was he like in high school?
I'll tell you what.
Tell us what.
Yeah, tell us what.
Like.
Bap, tell us what I was like in high school.
What was his reputation? As if I don't know. Be honest.
I wasn't very...
Were you well loved?
Boom, there we go, full screen. Sorry about that, guys. Newton's law of motion had me going for a second. Am I the only one that confuses you with Chael Sonnen? Well, maybe with the glasses on.
I don't see the resemblance between you and Chael.
No, exactly.
No.
Chael's ugly. Chael's ugly. There we go, hot take. Chael's ugly. So no, Andre, you're not. So you are.
Yes.
Look at the size of Francis Ngannou, babe. Look at those arms. Look at those biceps. Look at that vein. Look at how vascular. Look at how shiny he is.
It's not shiny.
I can see light reflecting on his arms.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's shiny.
He's sweaty. He's warming up. He's got a sweat on. What's your pick, Fury or Ngannou?
Oh, Fury. I think Fury.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, very good.
I can't give you a technical breakdown.
I was going to say, that's in-depth.
Do you really want me to give one? Is that really what you want?
I actually do. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Misfits was better than this. Would you be nervous, Mike, for a fight? Or if your son was fighting? Boris or Trump, who wins in a fight? See, that's more of a real fight.
Trump.
The blonde.
I think I'm a Trump fan.
The blondes love a bit of Trump, don't they? Fucking hell. Who wins, Boris or Trump? Boris. I mean, Trump straight away didn't even have to finish the fucking question.
Well, who do you think would win?
What's his name? Boris what?
Johnson.
Oh, Johnson, yeah. Boris fucking
Boris.
Johnson.
What a name, Boris.
It's
Is
Boris
that right, doofus?
Johnson. What fight are you looking forward to most before the end of the year?
Said him personally, Jury versus Alex.
Tom versus Sergey. Hey, Champ and Rebecca, could you wish my brother Jackson a happy 22nd birthday? Happy 22nd birthday.
Happy birthday, Jackson.
I tell you what, they're milking this fight, aren't they? My God.
They do this in boxing, though, don't
No,
they?
they do. But it's milked.
It's been milked.
They
to
are
excess.
milking this fight to the highest degree.
Someone says Sonnen looks way better than you.
Oh, does he really?
I disagree.
Well, I should bloody well think so, woman. 20,000 people waiting for the alternative commentary.
This commentary is so bad.
Anglo-Bear, it's not commentary, you prick. I don't know if
I
you're
think
aware.
they mean this commentary. I don't think they mean you.
I hope so. Otherwise...
Because you could just log off. You could just
well,
watch
it's not
something
just
else.
that. This isn't commentary. I will be doing commentary when the fight starts. But it hasn't started. Now we're watching Jake Paul talking to Mike Tyson. Is Jake Paul out in Saudi Arabia? Because they brought all the legends. I'd be amazed if Jake Paul wasn't there.
What's that one?
Why didn't Izzy try anything different like grappling, dirty boxing, changing stances? I don't know, mate. I don't know. He should have done. You're right. Whoever loses this fight will have to undergo gender reassignment surgery. Well, you never know. Maybe they want that. Maybe that'll be a bonus for him. You never know. This day and age, a lot of people going through the change.
Sam Wright said, did you ever go out in Haslingden?
Haslingden? I didn't.
I didn't.
Near Accrington.
Haslingden?
Haslingden.
Haslingden.
It's near Accrington.
Is it like Hydeburn?
Hydeburn.
Yeah, no. No.
Look at that. Remember when Chael Sonnen beat you? Ooh. According to Chael Sonnen, he didn't beat me. He thought I won. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Bisping looks and sounds and acts just like Sean Strickland. Why? Why? Because, number one, I've modelled myself on his entire career.
Why?
You know?
Yeah, why? Why do you act like Sean
Why?
Strickland? You just idolise him, don't you?
I idolise him. I'm like, I've got to be Sean
It's his
Strickland.
hero.
Oh, dear. Come on with the fight.
Yeah. Lucas,
Better
what?
movie, Lock, Stock or Snatch. What, babe?
No, I just have to take Lucas soon.
All right, hold on a minute. Let me just answer a question a second. I need to do something.
We don't know when it starts. Hopefully soon. I'm going to have to switch seats a second. Oh, you're coming straight back, are you? Yeah. Rebecca is Michael's daughter. Waddy, you're always very complimentary. But that would be weird. Mike, you ever fight Danny Dyer?
No.
No. Have you ever met Danny Dyer?
I have met Danny Dyer. He was a legend.
He seems very nice.
He's
yeah.
very nice. Is Lucas going to Johnny's?
Yeah. Food better in UK or Australia 2D? That's a hard one. I would say I like UK food better. Because I like garbage food sometimes.
She likes shite.
I like fish and chips and I like
All right.
crap food, so UK.
Chips, dips, chains, whips. What's the movie? By the way, Tales from the Octagon 2, featuring myself and Tom Aspinall. That's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, he follows you.
He follows me on Instagram. Whoa! Tales from the Octagon 2, featuring myself, Tom Aspinall, Paul Craig. December 14th, London. December 16th in Manchester. myticket.co.uk, or hit the link at the top of the chat. Do it. Buy a ticket.
Do it.
Tickets are selling out. Sections are sold out. Listen, I feel like Trump with a hand, you know. Right.
No, I've never done MMA.
Rebecca, start your own channel.
I will. It's going to be better than yours.
Do you ever creep up on Mike from his blind side?
Not intentionally, but it does happen a lot.
I
I don't mean to do it though. It just kind
Yeah.
of happens. But he's always been jumpy, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sydney versus Canberra, which one? Winfields. I used to go to Winfields. What did they sell at Winfields? Like cheap trainers and stuff. All right, Nitro X says people hate on Bo Nickel for being overconfident, but hate fighters like Jack Della Maddalena, Arnold Allen for being boring. Can't please anyone, I guess. Yeah, you're right, Nitro. There's always going to be people hate. You can't please anyone. You just got to be yourself. You know, simple as that. Just got to be yourself.
Arav says, Rebecca, do you guys watch the cricket?
No, we don't.
Michael's not a fan.
You're not a fan of fucking cricket either. Don't lie. Don't put it on me like you're some cricket.
I used to watch it as a kid when my dad used to watch it, but
Right.
no, we don't put it on.
How-
Like, I would watch it if you watched it.
How long have you not been a kid?
What?
A long time.
Yes, I know.
So don't blame it on me.
I'm blaming you.
Say, oh, Michael doesn't like the cricket.
Well, you don't.
I don't. It's
No,
boring.
that's what I'm saying.
Don't want to watch a bunch of grown men trying to hit a ball with a stick.
Judah says, hey, Michael, pop quiz. What space movie came out in 1992?
What space
Space
movie?
movie.
Well, Aliens came out in 1992, if I'm not mistaken. There's
No.
Aliens. The sequel came out.
Yeah, they waited that long to do the sequel?
Alien 3 came out in 92. What am I saying?
I'm like, that is no. I know nothing about the Alien franchise, but I know that was not good.
Alien 3 came out in 1992. What other movie came out in 1992? I don't know.
Tell us the answer, GD.
Yeah, GD, get with it. Here we go. Jack Yan says, Jesus is king. Psalm 11:5. The Lord examines the righteous, but the wicked, those who love violence, he hates with a passion. Jesus loves everyone though, doesn't
You
he?
can't hate people.
Jesus loves everyone. What are you talking about? Come on. And he's all forgiving, don't you know?
Let's not do this.
I'm not doing it.
You're doing it.
He's
Stop it.
He's the one getting on the high horse and lecturing me and saying that Jesus hates me because I love violence.
You don't
What-
love violence.
I don't love violence. I enjoy competitive sports. Right? Two grown men pushing themselves to the limit, preparing, training for a moment, agreeing to meet at a specified weight class under a specified rule set. I enjoy that. That's not violence, mate. That's sport.
Robert says, thank you so much. Melissa brought me a beer.
Oh, go on,
You're
Melissa.
welcome. Good job, Melissa.
Melissa.
Well done. Keep it up.
Shout out, Melissa.
He will reward you.
Who's more likely to go to sleep? Ngannou or everyone watching this at 2+ hours of nothing? It has. I don't want to say it has been,
What?
but it has been. Babe, we've got to remember
Woo.
Bart Basquato. That's a tricky
Thank you,
last
Bart.
name. Bart Basquito. They need to get on with the fight. I mean, everyone's looking a bit worse for wear and a bit fed up, aren't they?
They are. They're looking a little bored.
If you could come back for one last fight for the title, who would you want to fight?
RS says, Mike, do you know you have Blair Witch symbol on your forehead? Did I interrupt? Sorry.
I do. Look at
He
it right
does.
there. It's a stick, man. I've got to put my glasses on to see it. Look, it's a stick, man. He's got little horns.
It is Blair Witchy.
I've got a black.
It's very Blair Witchy.
It's because I'm a demon.
He did it specifically for Halloween. You've been working your whole life on this.
I'm a demon, okay? It's true. I'm a non-believer. I'm a demon. I was sent by Satan. I'm coming for everyone. Taking everyone down with me. That's what you got told, didn't you? How many DMs did you get?
I got quite a few. Basically, I need to get out while I can.
Get out while you can, because I'm going to kill you.
I don't know what the angle was, to be honest with you.
Oh, he was talking about the wars going on. Well, Jack Yan, okay, mate. That is awful. The violence that's going on right now, it's just sickening. It really is. It really is. And for that, I apologise for being flippant with your religion, because I respect everyone's beliefs. Just when people come at me and give it that shit, I'll come back and bite you. I'll bite you in the fucking ass. Sounds weird.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Can I get a shout out from my girl, Ricky Loves You Channing? Ricky loves you, Channing. You two are great. Oh my God. I had my breakfast, lunch.
Can we just do a live without you talking about how starving you are?
No, but no.
Please.
It's relevant. I had my lunch before I started this live. There was one fight and I thought, right, okay.
Yeah, but you should do that anyway. It's not dinner time yet.
We've been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes almost. Still waiting for the bloody fight to start.
Nathan Wallace is at Bisping's wife. Guilty.
Frank Lewis, new member.
Woo.
Ricky Jones, Love You Channing. Mr. Such Is Life, new member.
Woo.
Bar Pasquito, new member.
I gotta go because I gotta take Lucas.
Well, hold on. Hold the phone. Let me go to the bathroom real quick, because then that's it. I've been peeing like a racehorse. I downed a lot of water this morning, trying to flush out my system of all the toxins. Toxins.
Can't speak anymore. He's been doing this live too long.
Toxins. You know.
Everyone's saying the Alt F4 to unmute.
The Alt F4.
It's too easy.
No man alive should push F4. No man alive.
Christian, hello from Adelaide. Hello.
Oh, right. Hold on. I'll do use the bathroom. Sorry. Get in the middle.
Okay. Get another beer, Webby says. While you're up, get another beer.
Okay, good idea. For the fight.
No man alive. I'm not doing any accents, so
no man alive
impressions.
should watch this fight without a beer. No man born of a woman.
That's really loud.
I know.
Alt F4. I'm not F4ing.
Don't you fucking die.
Have you guys ever been to Daytona? Have not been to Daytona. Favourite Aussie city. I actually did that one before. Michael's not here. Would you train Rebecca for an influencer fight? Absolutely not. That is not something that would ever happen. Keep him off the screen. You got beautiful eyes. Thank you, Mac. Numero 23. Appreciate it. Ordinary Pete, Rebecca, you look like Australian Christina Applegate. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. I like her a lot. Do I know fighting? I don't know fighting. Michael's the fighter of the family. Eddie Bates, favorite USA vacation spot. We need to see more of the US. We really, really do. So we haven't seen much at all. I'm going to be like super obvious. I'm going to say Maui. Because like I say, we haven't seen much of the US, but Maui is beautiful. And we went there for our honeymoon. Do I think Trump is hot? No, I don't think Trump is hot. I find him comical, to be honest with you. I don't think Trump is hot. What's happening to your stream, babes? Oh no, you just lost it for a second.
You've pushed F4.
I didn't.
You better bloody not go on.
I haven't touched anything. Right, I'll be back soon.
All right, you take care. Bye-bye. There we go. A bit of a moment with Rebecca. Take the chair out of the way, babe. Babe, take this chair. Right, okay. We're waiting. The fight should be starting in just a minute, everybody. So I appreciate you all sticking around with me. You've got quite the staying power. That's for damn sure. Mr. Jonks, thank you very much. Mike's got a beer. I do. Hey, Rebecca, would you still love Mike if he was shit? If he was shit, his paint in the Octagon like Yo Romero, I reckon she would. Michael, Jesus does love you regardless of my sins. You don't know my sins. Ignore the hateful words and people calling you wicked. Jesus loves you and hates sun. All right, well, he might want to get a bit of a vitamin D supplement, though, because if he hates the sun, you know. Wad says, have you heard of Jeet Kune Do? I have, of course, Bruce Lee's martial art. So now we're seeing more highlights of Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. They're coming thick and fast. Would be great to see me, Whittaker, Chael, and whoever else do a partner stream for an event. Mark Nunya, thank you very much. It would. That'd be great. That would be fantastic. It'd certainly be more entertaining than listening to me sitting here waiting for fucking 3 hours for this to start. My God. Do I teach MMA? I don't. But I will start coaching at some point. I'm not quite ready to do that yet because I've still got my own things I'm trying to do in my life. You know what I mean? And being a coach, you gotta be selfless. It's all about the fighters, you know. So I'm not ready yet to submit to that lifestyle. Stephen Raymond says, am I a rugby fan? South Africa just won the Rugby World Cup. I'm not a rugby fan, not really. I used to play rugby. I was a flanker. My family all love it, my brothers and my father and stuff. But yeah, well done, South Africa. Mike, is there a slim chance I win our bet? Will you please sign the case of beer? I'm a man of my word, brother. I'm a man of my word. Any chance we get this kind of presentation and production for the next Power Slab? I don't know about that, Jacob. Hey, Mike, big fan from Nottingham. Will, watched your channel for years, thank you. Give the likelihood of Ngannou winning via knockout out of 10. My neck's killing, man. The likelihood of Ngannou winning via knockout out of 10. Lucas, do you want to say hi? No, Lucas is gone. It's probably a 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. I think that's probably fair. You know, but you never know. There's still, you know, that 20%. That 20% is very viable, you know. So, hopefully in a second they're going to start. Now we've got another interview with Tyson Fury. Now it's the face-to-face of Ngannou and Fury. Chatting away. Francis laughing and smiling. Won't be doing that in a minute. Shout out to Sheffield. Thank you, Peter Foster. Chat is going mental. Hartman 253. What do you think has a better? Who do I think has a better chance of beating Jones? Aspinall or Stipe? I think they both have a good chance. I know that's like a non-answer. But I can't disrespect Stipe Miocic. He's incredible. He's the best heavyweight ever. And I think that Tom Aspinall would beat him if that fight was ever to materialise. You know, and that's no disrespect to Jones. Jones is incredible. He's absolutely incredible. And that's not certain, and that's not a confident pick. You know, it's not. But it's my pick. So there we go. I said it. Hey, champ, do I see Tyson being able to use his weight advantage in the clinch? Yeah, so interesting stat that John Brannigan, my editor, came up with earlier. Francis Ngannou is the toughest, or sorry, should I say, heaviest man that Tyson Fury's ever fought. Okay, so will that be a factor? I don't know. It might play in his favour, might play against him. What's been a girl dad like for me? All Blacks deserve the win. Well, thank you, Declan Tredria. Being a girl dad, it's great. I love it. I've got one daughter. She's the light of my life. I'm very, very proud of her. But it's very different than being a father to a son. That's for damn sure. So Rebecca has more of a hands-on role. I think I just provide comedy relief and get the piss taken out of me by everyone in the house, to be fair. My voice is starting to go. I've been sitting here for so long waiting. 22,000 of you on here, so thank you all for being here. You know, they're milking this. Maybe now they're starting to walk. I bloody hope so. There's something happening. Let me unmute it on my stream. No, still not walking yet. Still not walking. What do you think? Do you think there was an issue backstage? Do you think this was always planned? Because there seems to be a lot of filler. I was just kind of shocked before when I saw Tyson Fury just getting his hands wrapped. And that was after the co-main event, and he was only then getting his hands wrapped. I'm sure Tyson Fury is not going to disrespect the promoters and the people that put this together in Saudi Arabia, because he does have tremendous respect. You know, I remember seeing a thing of Tyson Fury. See if I can play it for us on the stream. He said Tyson Fury was talking about the government of England. Tyson Fury talks government. And he was saying, you know, the UK government have done nothing for him other than tax him. He said, I come to Saudi Arabia, I get walked through customs very quick, I'm drinking cups of tea with the ruler, I get taken care of, I get treated with respect, and I get nothing from England. And I get it. I hear him. I understand it. Now here we go. Tyson Fury's getting the crown on. He's got his robe on. He's got his gloves on. The ring is on the crown is on his head. So we're close. I think in a moment he will be making the walk. After much anticipation, a lot of filler, a lot of promo, a long concert. Finally, we get down to it. There's Alexander Usyk. He'll be the next man to fight Tyson Fury if Tyson is victorious. If he loses that fight, if he loses this fight, I think it's a rematch with Ngannou. William Jones is back. Hi, Mike, me again. I think Aspinall will annihilate Pavlovich, but he has the power. Out of 10, what are the odds he can win? Also, how often am I in Nottingham? I'm in Nottingham every now and again at UFC Gym, Nottingham, which, by the way, if you're not a member, if you live in the area, UFC Gym Nottingham's closing down and relocating to a bigger and better premises, and there's a closing down sale on. So go to ufcgym.co.uk for all the details. Got on my promo machine. When are they going to produce Bisping the movie? So, believe it or not, and I sound like an absolute wanker saying this, but it's true. It's in production. It's in the works. You know, there's a script being written. There's producers involved. There was a few different parties. Still a long way from actually being a film. Still a long way from being a script. There's still a long way from somebody paying to have it made. But there's people, there's movers and shakers showing a lot of interest. So you never know. So yeah, there it is. I wouldn't have asked. I wouldn't have said if you didn't ask. Obi-Wan Ben says, Michael, you've always been a tough fighter, but who was my toughest opponent? Toughest. Probably Anderson Silva. That was my toughest fight. Dan Henderson's just a tough son of a bitch, though. He is tough as all boots. Jay Lee, you are a member. Welcome to the club. Have I seen Liddell on the mic, or am I ahead of you? I don't think I'm behind here. I bloody hope not. No wonder. No, I'm up to speed. That would have been funny, wouldn't it, if I was like watching on a delay and I'm complaining. Michael Mullins says, can you give my Mike Hunt a shout out? Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt. Big shout out, Mike. Make sure you have a shower to smell nice and fresh. Best beer, Aussie, British or American? Best beer, Aussie, British or American? European. Can't beat the Belgians, man. The Belgians or the Germans, for me, they make the best beer. All right, so Michael Buffer is on the microphone. The walkouts will be starting imminently. Here we go. Finally, the main event is here. Place your bets one more time or one last time. Walking out to Drake, or someone is. Do you think this is his walkout music, or they're just blasting in another track just for the crack? Just to fill another few minutes? But it's keeping the attention. I mean, you guys are all here, almost 22,000 of you. Lincoln Lad 23. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the club. You're a member. Jack Bolton, you're a member. I'll do some member exclusive content tomorrow. Kiwi beer the best. Don't know about that. Right, we got the poll up. Who wins? Fury or Ngannou? The poll is up. Maxit Calor says, would it be fair to say that Francis would beat Tyson in a street fight? I mean, a street fight's... I don't know about a street fight. But in a mixed martial arts fight, without question. The reason I say I don't know about a street fight... Oh, my neck, man. The reason I don't say I don't know about a street fight is because there's a lot of unknown variables in a street fight. You know, you can bite somebody, for example. You can pick up a bottle and slam it over the head. You can pick up a stool. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury is a wild man. Tyson Fury is the Gypsy King. He comes from a long line of fighters and there's no quitting him. I would favour Francis Ngannou in a street fight, and I for sure would bet my house on Francis in a mixed martial arts fight. But in a street fight, you don't know, man. You never know. You never know. No one's walking yet. More lights, more music. Dude, the walk has no one walking in it. You're right, Ahmed Hornze. The walk has no one walking out. Or is it Ngannou? Is he about to walk now? Maybe this is the good music for Ngannou. Think about it. Started from the bottom, now we're here. And he did. All fighters do, though. Most fighters. Most fighters start at the bottom. Talking about in life. Not talking about the bottom of the fight world. Of course, they start at the bottom of the fight world. But most fighters, like a Tyson Fury, like a Francis Ngannou, they start at the bottom. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shock and horror. Tyson Fury's walking first. What is that? Why is I thought Tyson would have walked second for sure. Unless they're both going to walk out together onto that big platform, stage. Oh, now Ngannou's going to walk. Yeah, Francis is going to walk now. Looks like they're not doing a traditional walk. Why can't UFC fighters beat YouTubers in boxing? Sean Zimmerman, give your head a wobble. Fucking a lot of current UFC fighters will smash these influencers. But they're picking guys in the 50s. They're picking guys that can't box like Ben Askren. Bloody Anderson Silva's a legend, but he's almost 50, man. Believe it or not, you start to slow down. So come on. Here's Francis Ngannou, finally. If only I had mirrored glasses. Here you go. Here's the fight. Here's the fight. There's the throne. Yeah, so that's what I thought. They're going to both walk out onto the stage. So Tyson Fury, for anybody that hasn't got the feed or who's watching it, Ngannou's just stepped up out of the throne. Put his hands out like a king. They're derobing him right now. Mike Tyson's standing to his left. Mike Tyson removes the crown. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. I mean, it's very WWE, but I like it. I don't mind it. Tyson Fury takes the crown off and then holds it up to the whole crowd to see. Dewey Cooper, his other coach, is behind him. Someone says, is Triple X the only film that I've been in? Or is there others? Yeah, there's a few, mate. Done about 15, I reckon. I've got 3 that are waiting to be released. Den of Thieves 2, Red Sonja, and there's one other, I forget the name of it. New members coming in thick and fast. Angry Pigeon. Welcome to the club, Jack Bolton. Did all those ones. Bullseye. Welcome to the club, brother. Leeds City, hi, I'm from Bramley. What's up, Bramley in the house? When does Red Sonja come out? It's got to be sometime in 2024. It's been a while. We filmed it last year. So, Francis Ngannou walking to the Octagon. He's got Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman, Mike Tyson. So he's flanked by royalty from the fight world for sure. Finally, though, they're making the walk. You got to think, though, they're going to do a bloody national anthem. I hope not. No offence to the national anthems. I'm English. I don't want to hear God Save the King. I don't want to hear the Star Spangled Banner. No offence. Is that what it's called? I think it is. You know, God bless them all, but let's just get on with the fucking fight. Finally, after much anticipation, Francis Ngannou was in the ring. Much to the approval of everyone in the crowd. Ground Coffee Society, thank you very much. Tugalo Stiglitz, welcome to the club, brother. Shout out Montana. All right, so now Tyson's got to walk. What theatrics will Tyson have in store? Did I ever try kickboxing? Yeah, I was a kickboxer, man. I had a lot of kickboxing fights. I was good. So Tyson's walking. He's backstage right now. It's all red lighting. He's got a crown on as well. Similar kind of regalia as Francis Ngannou. Same kind of outfit, dress up. He's got the crown, got the robe, got the, fit for a king, shall we say. 2 kings. Yeah, there's John Fury. Got some smart tracks. There's Tommy. Tommy Fury's there. There's Lennox Lewis, the great Lennox Lewis, one of the best boxers to ever live, certainly one of the best heavyweights. Usman and Izzy, true champs. That is correct. Jambiwana. People are quick to forget when somebody loses, a fight, when they were a dominant champion. They're a champion for life, man. Tony Ferguson is going to stop your boy Patty. Well, a few things to say on that, Jonathan. Number one, he's not called Patty. He's called Paddy. Number two, he's not my boy. Number three, is he going to stop him? It's very likely. It's very possible. You never know. May the best man win. All right. So, more members coming in. Exclusive content going up every day this week. I'm going down to Brazil on Monday or Tuesday. I'll do a bit of footage from Brazil and walk and talk through the streets of Sao Paulo. So now we got, if you're not watching the fight, all 25,000 of you here, there is like a voiceover. It's like a movie trailer right now. BYM fans are in the house. Do me a favour, everyone. Press that like button. Press that subscribe button if you haven't done so. How's the eye doing? The eye's fine, mate. Well, the eye's fucked. It's fucked. But I have the fake eyepiece in, so it looks all right. It's not painful, though. Tyson's all calm as a cucumber. Cool as a cucumber. Maybe he's calm as a cucumber as well. Cucumbers don't get worked up, do they? You know what I mean? Very cool. Here he is. Tyson's going to stand up out of the throne now. Meet injured Neymar then. This is a joke, say some people. I don't know why you would think it's a joke. Thoughts on Aspinall 2 weeks notice. We did that one. I think we've done all of these. David Raisbos. Oh, he's walking out to Pretty Woman. Bit of Roy Orbison, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty Woman. No believer. My mum loved Roy Orbison. She used to play this song all the time. Shout out Kathleen Bisping in the house. Hope you well, Mum. Miss you loads. Love you loads. All right, Tyson's on his feet. Having a little shadow box. Much to the delight of the very patient crowd. In your prime, with two eyes, could I take Volk and Mighty Mouse in the Octagon at the same time? I'd have a do. Cringe intros. I mean, I don't know if it is. I kind of like it. I mean, listen, it is what it is. They're going on a bit long. I've been going for 3 hours now. Jeez, 3 bloody hours. Now we've got more music. Tyson's having a little dance. Little shadow box, but he's doing one of these right now. John put a poll up. Do we like the world? Hold on, let's have a look at the poll. Who wins? 63% with Tyson Fury. Yeah, makes sense. John put a poll up. Do they like the production or do they like the walkouts? Yes, no, cringe. It is taking the piss a bit. It's been going on a long time, but hey, they've spent a lot of money. The people, the promoters, the organisers, the people of Saudi Arabia have spent a fortune just on flying on all the talent, so they can do whatever they want. In your prime with two eyes, I just did that one. All right, so finally, Tyson's in the ring. Ngannou is in the ring. Finally in the ring, babe. Finally. Say what you want about boxing. When they put on a spectacle like this, we all tune in. You're right. Great to see you keeping yourself busy post-MMA, Mike. You're a fantastic commentator. Now start the fight. Trolley boy, I'm with you. Who's the GOAT of boxing and the GOAT of MMA? The GOAT of boxing? Man, I don't know about that. Muhammad Ali, right? The GOAT of MMA? John Jones, probably. I'd love to say Anderson Silva or George St. Pierre because I fought those guys. And Khabib Nurmagomedov deserves a special shout as well. But, yeah, I'll say John Jones. All right, so now they're playing some local music, I think. Some like maybe it's the Saudi Arabia national anthem. I'm not sure what it is. But you know this. Now it's the fighters' national anthems. My next fucking kill him. Big respect to you, Mike. One of the greatest, one of the all-time greats. Thank you, Benny. Massive fan of you and the podcast. Thank you. Hoping you'll be around again for decades to come. Well, so do I, Benny. I fucking hope so, mate. I mean, my plan is to commentate until I'm in my fucking 60s. You know, as long as I don't do something stupid like get fired. That's the big one. Ah, dear. All right, so the Cameroonian national anthem, I assume it is, being that Francis is from Cameroon. You're behind the TV feed. Am I? I don't think I am. I'll bring my wife back out in a minute, don't worry. All right, almost 26,000. Thank you all for being here. Remember, hit that subscribe button, please, if you don't mind. You might as well hit that like button while you're at it. We're sitting here waiting for the fight. You're listening to me waffle on. Is it true that Bruce Buffer is dying? I can't talk about this. Bruce Buffer's not dying. He's not dying. Bruce Buffer's one of the most healthy man of a senior age that you'll ever meet. Works out, looks after himself. Absolute gentleman, by the way. Bruce Buffer is a really great man. Thank you all for the donations. That's cool. Trolley Boy, we did that one. All right, now it's God Save the King. Shall I give a rendition? Oh, here we go. Can you please put a mirror behind you so we can see the fight? I wonder if that would work, eh? Imagine like someone in Ngannou being the underdog. I know it's wild, but it's true. And it makes sense. Are you still drinking? Bruce Bisping? I'm sipping. There's, what's his name? What's his name from Man United? I forget his name, the footballer. Oh, well, who cares? Who cares? We're just waiting for the fight to start. 27,000 of you, thank you. Way too big of a production. I mean, it's a lot of pomp and circumstances, and it really is. We've got a poll up here. Let me think. Yeah, no. It's cringe, 46%. Finally, I tell you what, though. I mean, talk about building the moment. So, I live in Italy. Here's what we'll talk while they do the intros. There's Evander Holyfield. I live in Italy. Do I have time to heat up the lasagna before the meeting starts? Heat it up, brother. Is it in a microwave? You've got 60 seconds. Boom, bang it in. Oh, I'm starving. Some lasagna sounds fucking good. This dieting bullshit sucks. Do you know what I mean? Do I think it will go the distance? No, I don't. Booty full. Will your son continue the legacy in the UFC? I don't think so. Who do you credit the sudden hype of this type of boxing? Conor versus Mayweather or the Paul brothers? I guess Conor versus... Do you know what? No, it's not Conor and Floyd Mayweather. These crossover fights have happened throughout history. I mean, a long, long time. I mean, Muhammad Ali fought Inoki, a professional wrestler, back in the 60s, I think it was, or the 70s. So there's always been this dynamic, and there's always been an interest for these type of matchups. This is certainly on a big, big spectacle, on a big level. But I wasn't around at the time of Muhammad Ali and Inoki. I'm not that old, so I don't know. Maybe the hype was that big. I imagine it was, with Muhammad Ali involved. So, you know, just in our lifetime, we think of McGregor versus Mayweather, but there's been other ones. Finally, let's get ready to rumble. Right, the introductions have started. Wow. Here we go. Play the clip of you knocking out Rockhold while we wait. I'd love to, mate. You're at least 15 seconds behind. Am I really? Well, let's have a look. See if I can fiddle with the laptop. But oh yeah, I am. There we go. No, I'm live. I'm live, baby. I'm live. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. You just worry about you. Okay. It's crazy that Ngannou was the smallest and lighter fighter one time. I know it. Yeah, it is. He's normally dominating everybody. Jack Johnson fought at welterweight in the early 1900s. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking about that one. Chris Sandel says, yeah, we did that one. Would it be fair to say that Tyson did that one? How long have you been in a wheelchair? Oh, the Predator, Francis Ngannou. 28,323 of you. Thank you for being here. This is the moment we've all been waiting very patiently for. Now, here's Tyson, looking loosey-goosey. You know, I tell you what, for all the fun and games, the smiles, the underestimation from Tyson Fury, he's looking a bit more focused now. He's looking a bit more locked in. Judging book by covers, it's not the most trim Tyson Fury we've ever seen. As we know, Tyson's not exactly, you know, a bodybuilder, shall we say, politely. But it doesn't matter. He performs well. But I've seen him in better shape. Muay Tyson, the GOAT. Thank you, Kaskin Kaski. Billy McLaughlin, thank you. Sid, thank you. All right, there's Usyk chatting it up. Oh, here we go, the squaring up. Oh, I tell you what, Ngannou looks ripped, but Tyson is far bigger. Far bigger. All right, finally, here we go. Finally. All right, 29,000 in the chat. Round one is upon us. We've waited a long time for this. John, remember to trim this out as a separate clip, please. Here we go. Maybe add a few stills, John. So, Ngannou is absolutely chiseled. He looks calm. He doesn't look nervous. The look in the eyes isn't too bothersome. All right, here we go. Straight away. Tyson Fury went straight at him with a wild jab and a wild overhand right, which missed. Ngannou standing there. Hands are loose. Hands are loose for Ngannou. Nice little flick jab. A jab to the body for Tyson Fury. 1-2 from Tyson connects. Flush. Ngannou took it, though. Ngannou took it well. Tyson Fury circling. Swings a left hook and misses. Hits fresh air. Tyson looking fast. Oh, there's the first overhand right from Francis Ngannou. Kind of knocked Tyson back. And this is what Francis has to do. He has to put Fury in the corner. Double jab right hand for Francis Ngannou. They got engaged in the clinch. This is where Ngannou should throw him into the corner, as I said. Obviously, easier said than done. Tyson complaining to the ref. Referee steps in, breaks up the clinch. Fury's complaining to the referee. Now, Ngannou's got kind of an open guard. Little lazy jab. Ngannou's got to tighten things up a little bit. He's leaving too many openings for Tyson Fury. The speed of Fury is ridiculous. It really is. I mean, that jab is lightning fast. But I tell you what, when Ngannou's thrown, he doesn't look slow. He looks faster than what he did on the pads. Maybe he was playing possum. Maybe he was trying to get Tyson Fury to underestimate him. And you see that right hand of Francis Ngannou is cocked. Ngannou misses with the left hook. To the body by Ngannou. He's doing okay. Tyson is not toying with him. Tyson is not playing. Tyson is not taking the piss. He's a man locked in and he wants to take him out of there. There's a nice jab by Ngannou to the body. Fury throws a 1-2 to fresh air. Ngannou gets out the way. Now you see, in terms of output, it's more from Tyson Fury. Ngannou's more static on the feet. Nice body shot by Ngannou. Nice body shot. He's looking good. Ngannou's looking good. He's doing all right. Oh, 1-2, wobbles Ngannou. 1-2 over the top by Fury. Gets Ngannou right on the chin. Wobbled him a little bit. And then an overhand right by Ngannou. This is a fight. Hard jab from Tyson Fury. Hard jab. Ngannou is in this fight. He's doing very well. He's given a good account of himself. Granted, round one. Granted, he hasn't got tired. But so far, skill for skill, he's not being made a fool of. That's an even round, right? When I say even, I mean he did okay. That was a 10-9 for Tyson Fury. No mistake. 10-9 Tyson Fury. But more importantly, the battle of, listen, I belong to be here. Francis Ngannou just won that. He just said to Tyson Fury, hey, look, buddy, you're in a real fucking fight. You're in a real fight right now because I ain't no punk. I ain't no bitch. I've showed up to win this motherfucker. Billy McLaughlin, thank you. So, let's go down the chat while we're on the break. The feed goes down while we're on the break, so that's good. Now we're seeing the replays. Big right hand from from Tyson Fury there. Kind of wobbled Francis. Right, here we go. Round 2, boys and girls. 10-9 10-9 Tyson Fury. 6 of 23 from Francis. Ngannou going to the body. Ngannou going to the body. Tyson, hands low, chin tucked, using feints, pawing with the right hand. And Fury just got through with a little left hook, not much power on it though. Ngannou's throwing with power though. Ngannou went forward, Tyson used the footwork to rotate. As I say, Ngannou's given a good account of himself. This is his first boxing fight. Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, 33-0-1. Ngannou's doing well. Oh, left up by Ngannou. Tyson's in the corner. Ngannou needs to let go now. He let him out. He let Francis out the corner. Oh, uppercut from Ngannou. A look of concern on the face of Tyson Fury. A fast uppercut. Didn't connect, but it was fast from Ngannou. Tyson keeping his distance, staying out of range. Ngannou's got to go forward. He's got to blitz. He's got to let it go. Because when he lets it go, he's having success. Exchanging jabs. Both men connect. A jab to the body for Ngannou again. Remember, Mike Tyson was showing him jab to the body, come over the top with the right hand. Tyson's switched stance now, standing orthodox. This may throw off Ngannou. When you switch stances, it changes all the combinations and it's fucking annoying. But so far, a competitive matchup. A good display. Oh! Fury leapt in kind of sloppy, kind of weird. Ngannou threw a couple of weird shots. Didn't land flush, kind of the wrist got the top of the head. Ow, I just hurt myself. Tyson Fury's just gone for a double leg takedown. Kind of. He level changed and grabbed him in a body lock. Uppercut from Ngannou. Fury's getting tired. It looks like Fury's getting tired. And remember, the commentators, and there's Tyson Fury once again doing a fucking KSI, right? Threw a jab and then grabbed him in a body lock, in a bear hug. What is he playing at? You would think that would be Francis Ngannou. You would think the MMA fighter would be engaging in the clinch. But Tyson Fury right there, I am puzzled. I am shocked. I am shocked by what Tyson Fury is doing there. It just doesn't make sense. In the corner, there's a little look of concern on the face of Tyson Fury. Or maybe he's just serious. Maybe he's just locked in, to be fair. I don't understand what's going on here. This is crazy. Doctor, I appreciate the stream. Thank you. We got new members coming in left and right. We got exclusive content on the channel coming up all week. So sign up to the membership program, please. Yeah, little overhand right by Ngannou on the clinch and an uppercut from Ngannou. So people in the chat are saying that they think Fury's trying to carry the fight. This isn't carrying. This isn't dancing around on the outside and flicking the jabs. And he went at him. The moment the fight started, Fury went at him all aggressive. I mean, Tyson Fury's won both rounds so far. Snappy jab from Ngannou. 18-12. Fury's landed 18. Ngannou's landed 12. Pretty close. Not bad. Considering Ngannou's not a boxer. Fury using those jabs. Ngannou, a little left hook gets through for Ngannou. Kind of wobbles Fury a little bit. And again, Fury fires back with the right hand. As I said, this is very shocking because Francis Ngannou is... Massive left hook for Francis Ngannou. Connect. Hurt Tyson Fury. This is insane. 1, 2. And this will help the confidence of Francis Ngannou. Good double jab from Francis Ngannou. Tyson Fury on the outside. Pause with the right. Comes up with a left hook. Nice shot. Nice tactic. Hid that well. Ngannou ate it, no problem. Both men just kind of clashing with each other's hands there. Nothing too particularly good or interesting landing. They clinch once again. Ngannou now has the body lock. Referee stepping in, breaking up the fight. Breaking up the clinch, should I say. Now, Orthodox versus Southpaw. The combination's changed for Francis Ngannou. This is where the experience and the skill of Tyson Fury comes into play because he can switch stances. Fury's throwing those feints. He's feinting with the jab, feinting with the body, trying to get a reaction out of Francis Ngannou. They clinch. Ngannou spins him. Boom! Right hand on the separation. A look of concern on the eyes of Tyson Fury, if I'm honest. He's the one with the pressure. He's the one that's meant to be the best fighter of his generation. He's the man that's representing the heavyweight boxing community. Ngannou's just there for a fucking payday and to do himself proud and set himself up for life. So there's no pressure. Oh! Tyson Fury goes down! He's dropped him with a left hook! Tyson Fury dropped with a left hook! Boom! Left hook! Ngannou drops him! Round 3, Fury is down. Wow. I'll get to the super chats after, boys. Ngannou drops Tyson Fury. He's got to stay calm now. He's got to stay calm. He can't get too excited. Roll from Francis Ngannou. He can't get too excited. He's got to stay calm and do the same thing. He's got to go again. And Fury's going left and right. He's trying to avoid him, trying to disengage, trying to clear the cobwebs. That's the end of the round. That is a big round for Francis Ngannou. This shit just got real. Thank you to all 40,000 people on the stream. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Francis Ngannou just hit the fucking button of Tyson Fury. The coach, let's have a look. 1-2 from Fury. Left hook from Francis. Ooh. Boom. Just at the top of the head. That's the power of Francis Ngannou. That's the big difference. That's what separates the boys from the men. Francis Ngannou hits with a left hook, sits him down. The coach of Tyson Fury is saying, what are you doing right now? What are you doing? You need to get your shit together. He never said those words, but it was words to that effect. Now, Tyson Fury's been dropped before, okay? He's been dropped before. But now, the momentum's starting to shift. And Ngannou's not slowing down. He is not getting tired. He is not getting tired. Okay. Oh! 1-2 from Ngannou connects. Ngannou's growing in confidence. I got to stop shouting. Sorry, guys. Hit that subscribe button, you bitches. Right, so. Ngannou's growing in confidence, though. Ngannou feels like Tyson Fury can't hurt him. Ngannou's starting to, like, you know, jig and jake and jive. You know, he's got the hands up. He's playing a little bit. Little left up from Ngannou. So far, not a great showing from Tyson Fury. He's 2 rounds to 1 up, but he hasn't looked particularly impressive. This is wild. This is wild. Tyson Fury has not figured it out, to echo the sentiments from the commentators. They're in the clinch, uppercut from Ngannou. It's Tyson Fury engaging in the clinch, which I don't understand. Tie clinch from Ngannou. Again, it's Ngannou that's going forward and engaging in these clinch scenarios. Right, so there is 134 left in round 4. Nice left hand from Tyson. Left jab from Ngannou. Big 1-2 attempt from Tyson. Just got pushed almost to his feet. Ngannou's throwing him around. He's bullying him in there. It's a little bit embarrassing for Tyson Fury. I tell you, nice 1-2 attack from Tyson Fury, doesn't connect. Ngannou pushing forward. They're in the clinch again. They're in the corner almost. Little rabbit punch to the kidney. My man, Cedric Jacob. Thank you, brother. All right, here we go. They're at space. They're at range. They're in boxing distance. A wild 1-2 from Ngannou. Again, kind of clubbed him there. Fury's starting to get a little sloppy, which I don't quite understand. Fury's getting sloppy. Jab, a 1-2. Ngannou's not throwing the 1-2. He's waiting. He's trying to use singular shots. I'd like to see more combination attempts. There's a sweeping but a sloppy right hand from Fury there. Left hand to the body for Ngannou. Ngannou switched to southpaw. Okay. I think I'm going to give that round to Francis Ngannou. I think. I'm not keeping the tally of the scores. Live odds right now. Ngannou plus 215. Plus 275. The odds are much closer. This is insane, guys. This is insane. Cedric Jacob, thank you. Billy McLaughlin, let's go. Mike and the unlikely chance to win the case of beer. We did that one. So, Dirty Hippo says Fury's ego is getting the better of him. Yeah, potentially. He feels like he needs to KO Ngannou rather than actually box him. That's a great point. He wants to go out there, show the world he doesn't belong. He's not on my level. I will knock this guy out. No man alive. All that type of shit. But that's making him sloppy. That's making him leave openings. That's allowing Ngannou to do very well. Ngannou's staying composed. And Ngannou's balanced. He's picking his shots. And look at this. There's Larry Holmes. There's Manny Pacquiao. I mean, the boxing royalty is out. I don't think they're impressed by Tyson Fury right now. And I'm not trying to rip on Fury. I'm a fan. But we got to be honest. So, here we go. 42,000 people. What's up, all? Hit that subscribe button, baby. Right, so. Ngannou with a jab that misses. A looping left hook from Fury that misses. Nice combination from Fury, but nothing on it. Doesn't land. Didn't find the mark. Ngannou's out of range. Ngannou's got the mouth open now, starting to slow down. There's a big left. Massive swing from Ngannou that just misses. But he found his mark with the left straight. Not much on it. Not much power, but it landed. Again, Ngannou's in the southpaw stance. Every time Fury switches 1-2 to the body from Ngannou. Massive hook. Misses. Desperate, sloppy shot from Fury. A lot of clinching going on. Now, I tell you what, if we see an upset here, John Fury's going to lose his fucking mind. No man alive can beat my son, let alone someone that doesn't box. I'll tell you what, mate, we might just see this. We might just see this. Jab to the body by Ngannou. Fury rubbing his eye. Little feint from Fury. Massive looping right hand. Hits the guard of Ngannou. Ngannou doesn't seem to be slowing. The mouth is open. He's taking deep breaths. But he's still defending. Nice jab. A clash by Fury there. Jab left up from Ngannou. Didn't get through. So Ngannou's doing really well. He is more than performing, to be fair. And now Tyson Fury engages in the clinch. Been a lot of clinch work from Tyson Fury, which I don't quite understand. Uppercut from Ngannou. Has Tyson Fury retreating? Nice jabs, nice feints, real nice. I mean, Fury always uses those feints to tremendous effect. He's one of the best feinter. He hooks and jerks. Ooh, big 1-2 from Fury, and there it is again. Ngannou takes it well, comes back with the left hook, it misses. Nice jab by Ngannou. Ngannou's got a chin, man. He has got a chin. He's took some heavy shots. Now we're seeing Fury starting to smile because he's landed a few good shots. Thank you, Austin Ray. Samuel Vipon, my man. All right, that's a round for Tyson Fury. He landed more shots. He landed the flusher shots. Let's have a look. They're going to tell us the comp box stats. I tell you what, whew, man. There's Eminem. Eminem has not smiled all week. Okay, so total punches, 108 thrown, landed 33. For Ngannou, 33. Oh, it's to the body. Where to the head? To the head. It's close. I tell you what, the numbers in terms of punches landed are almost identical. Almost. Nice 1-2 though. That was a good shot by Tyson Fury. Yeah, man, this is wild stuff. I didn't expect this, guys. Hey, fair play to Francis Ngannou. He's doing incredible. He's doing incredible. All right, here we go. Round 5, I believe. Round 6. So Ngannou, remember this is 10 rounds, not 12 rounds. So Ngannou's got to get going. Fury's probably in the lead, 3-2. Sorry, 3-2. Ngannou's slowing a little bit as well. This is going to be a problem as the fight continues. Oh! Fast hands though from Ngannou, man. Fast hands. Faster than what I gave him credit for. Looping left hook finds the mark from Tyson Fury. Ngannou going on the attack. Fury's circling away, body uppercut from Ngannou. So we're seeing here Tyson Fury's doing his usual thing, leaning in, throwing the jabs. He's moving around quite a lot. Sticks the jab, moves away. Ngannou's kind of static right now. Rips to the body, goes upstairs, connects a couple of times, misses with the uppercut, and Fury goes on the attack. Looping overhand lefts from Ngannou there, 2 in a row. Right hand, a clinch from Ngannou. The wrestling against the ropes. All right. How you guys scoring this? Put a poll up, John. Put a poll up, mate, if you're watching. Who's winning? Ngannou or Fury, in your opinion? So both pace has slowed a little bit here. 1 minute 10 left in round 6. Right hand. So Fury's backing up. He's doing a lot of backing up. He's dancing around. A nice uppercut from Fury attempt and a right hook attempt didn't land, and then he gets on his bike. The output from Francis Ngannou was definitely slowed. It's definitely slowed. 48,000 people on the stream. Thank you all for being here. Truly appreciate you all. Do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. And hit that like, you bastards. So, here we see a sticking jab from Tyson Fury, which he's known for. He's got the length. He's got the reach. He's got the range and the speed. But Francis Ngannou, either way, regardless of what happens, he's the winner here. He's the winner. There was a lot to lose for Tyson Fury, a lose-lose situation. Francis Ngannou had nothing to lose and everything to gain, and he is gaining. He is gaining. His respect is going up almost as fast as the people watching this stream. Thanks again. So, there it is. Another interesting round. All rounds. I'll probably go Tyson Fury. But they're close. They're close rounds. I'll do some of these talks while I'm here. Who do you want to win? I want Francis Ngannou to win now. Thank you very much, Austin Ray. New member, thank you. Man, we got a lot of you. Levi, we did that one. Billy, shout out. Sid. All right, let's go down here, see what we got. You seen any influence in Francis's fight style? Yeah, I am. He's coming to the body with the jab, coming over the top with the right. We've just won. Yeah. Great commentator. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. This is wild. There's only 4 rounds left. It's a shame. This should be over 12 rounds because of who Tyson Fury is. It should be 12 rounds. Oh, there was an elbow. Tyson Fury elbowed the little KSI son of a bitch. That's crazy, man. To be fair, he threw the right hand and then the elbow came through and connected. Right. So, Ngannou's still here. He's pressing forward. If he's going to win this fight. Oh, left up, right hand, left straight from Ngannou connects. Tyson didn't like it. No man alive would like it. No man alive would like that shot. Right? And John Fury did not like that shot. Tyson giving it a little stretch out. Little loosey-goosey still. There he is with a herky-jerky movement, trying to pull out a reaction from Ngannou. Ngannou's slowing, but of course it's round 7. Oh, 1-2 gets through for Ngannou. Straight left to the chin. So look on the face from Tyson and Fury. He definitely felt it. Ngannou's looking like he's had some rest. Ngannou's looking more energized in this round. Lighter on his feet. Oh, left hand to the body. Overhand right for Ngannou. Just misses though. Ngannou is winning the fight in terms of, it's like Rocky when he goes to fight Ivan Drago in Russia. And by the end, the Russians are cheering for Rocky because he's a massive underdog and everybody loves an underdog story. And here the underdog is standing up to the so-called bully, if you will, and beating him at his own game, or at least having a real good go. Nice attack by Tyson Fury. 1-2 again. Nothing crazy, nothing special. Effective. Basic. Oh, Tyson Fury is on his knees. Tyson Fury went forward throwing shots, got off balance, grabbed the body lock, right? Falls to his knees. This is really sloppy. This is sloppy. Jab from Ngannou. Jab from Tyson, exchanging jabs. A left hook. A left hook would really help Francis Ngannou. He's kind of throwing it overhand. I think a hook here would go. Jab, 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 left hook. Because Tyson's got this hand down here. He's here. He's like here. He's here, pumping the jab, pumping the jab. He's open to the left hook. And the straight left is nice for Ngannou as well. But the hook will have more power. Thank you, Derek Ednil. 48,000 people. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you all. Hit that subscribe button, please. 1-2, double jab left, actually, from Ngannou. That's the end of the round. Another interesting round. 3 rounds left. Only 10 rounds. I'm not scoring it because I'm giving you guys the commentary like this. And I'm hyped up and I'm emotionally invested. I didn't like seeing Tyson Fury on his knees like that. Ngannou thought about going for a little cheeky guillotine for a moment as well. But we see a little look of concern on the face of Tyson Fury right now because, as I said, for regardless, win or lose, for Francis Ngannou, he can leave Saudi Arabia proud now. He can go home as a winner. He can go home as a very wealthy man that went up to against supposedly the best boxer of his generation in terms of heavyweights and say, hey, I went toe-to-toe. I fought that son of a bitch, right? On the flip side, Tyson Fury, he's got to pull something spectacular out of the bag now because he is the man. He was the massive favourite. He's the man that was diminishing any threat from Ngannou. And right now, this is the dogfight. 2 rounds left. 3 rounds left. All right. The only man that's hit the canvas is Fury on 2 occasions. One, he got dropped. Another time going for a takedown on his knees. What the fuck? So, thank you, the Dormore Mac. Right hand by Fury. Hits the glove. Uppercut attempt. Oh, straight left. Oh, 2 big shots for Ngannou. Head snaps back. Boom, like that. Of Tyson Fury. Jab to the body. Wild left hook. They're exchanging. They're in the clinch. In the clinch again. The harder shots have come from Ngannou. Nice defense from Ngannou. Powers the jab. Uses the elbow. Comes back with the left. A left hook. Fury went to jab. As he came in with the jab, a little left hand connected for Ngannou. Ngannou's got the timing. Ngannou is figuring this out. Maybe a clash of heads there. He's in the corner. Oh, Fury misses it. Fury uses the footwork to pivot and turn the position. Ngannou had him in the corner for a second. That could have been bad. One jab. Right. Oh! Big combination from Ngannou. Got to go again. And again, a thunderous right hand from Ngannou. Using the forearm. Blocking the face. He's going to go again. Fury's on the attack with a 1-2. Jab. Oh, 1-2 from Ngannou. And a right. And a left. And a right. Hands are lower for Fury. Uppercut for Ngannou. He's going to go on the attack. A jab. And another right hand. Ngannou's taking over the fight. Fury is wobbled. Right hand for Francis. Fury goes for a takedown again. Walks forward with his head down, looking at the canvas. An uppercut from Ngannou would have been nice. Fury's in the corner. Referee steps them, breaks them up. 43 seconds left. Ngannou's going to go on the attack. Fury's hurt. He's burying his head. Tyson Fury is tired. Tyson Fury may be more tired than Francis Ngannou. He's just walking into him like this, covering up. And every time they're clinching, what is he doing? He's burning the clock. He's burning the clock. Ngannou's got to go to work. Jab from Ngannou. A look of dismay and frustration from Fury. The balance of Fury is terrible. He's off balance. He's falling over his feet. He's landing 1-2s and then falling into him. It's not good. It's not skilled. It's not what you expect from somebody of this caliber in boxing. 6 minutes left in the fight. 6 minutes left. Whew, jeez Louise, man. Let me have a sip of my beer, guys. My God. Hold on. Let's have a listen to the corner. That wasn't a good round for Tyson Fury. Not one little bit. It was a bad round. It was a bad round technically. It was a bad round on the scorecards. It was a bad round visibly because he was wobbled, he was injured, he was hurt. He was it was a defensive shell. And Ngannou looked like the boxer picking him apart. Nice jab there from Ngannou. Listen, and again. Oh, nice combination. We're just watching the replays between the rounds. Tyson Fury's got to do some work here. And I don't think he can. I think he's tired. I think he's not stopping Francis Ngannou. It's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. All right, here we go. Last 2 rounds, guys. This will be one of the biggest upsets in the sport of boxing ever throughout history. Not the biggest, but still. Right now, in terms of the fight, who's winning the fight? Francis Ngannou's winning the fight, okay? He's done. Francis took for granted. That's right, MMA when Batal Picanoi. Oh, left hand from Ngannou wobbles him again. As I say, Francis maybe losing on the scorecards, maybe, but he's winning the fight without question. 54,000 people live on the stream. Thank you all for being here. Subscribe to the channel, please. Videos going up every single day with a nice bit of humour, all the news and opinions. So subscribe. Come on. So right now, Francis Ngannou looking incredible. Fury needs a finish. Not necessarily to win, but he needs a finish to get the respect back from the boxing community. I can only imagine what Anthony Joshua's going to say. I can only imagine what Eddie Hearn's going to say. Ngannou's looking like a skilled boxer. He's looking calm. He's looking patient. He's looking dangerous. He looks dangerous, I mean, physically to look at him, but the power and the speed. Now, nobody gave Francis a chance. And look at this. I did talk about it. You can't underestimate a man that's been through this kind of hardship in his life. The pace is slow from Ngannou. Now he goes forward as Fury's retreating, lands a right hand over the top. There's a snappy jab from Fury. He's looking a little better here. Ngannou hasn't done much this round. Ngannou's got to wake up. The fight's almost over. Clearly, he's tired. But you got to dig deep. You got to go to that next level, right? This is a mental block now for Francis Ngannou because there hasn't been much action. It's round 9. It's to be understood. Nice jab from Ngannou. Finish the round strong. Go at him. Follow it up. Good jab from Fury. So, this is a good round for Tyson Fury. Round 9, of course. He's doing well here because Ngannou's kind of taken this round off, in my opinion. He hasn't done much. As I say, the gas tank. He's never done 10 rounds. He's in round 9. He's never boxed before, for crying out loud. So he's tired and he's looked incredible. And there was a big output in round 8. But right now, we're about to go to the final round. Final seconds of round 9. The biggest man, the biggest challenge, the biggest heavyweight in the history of boxing is in the final round against Francis Ngannou, a man that's never boxed. This is crazy. This is crazy. So, in the poll, 63% of you, and this was 7 minutes ago, have Francis Ngannou winning the fight. Mate, one of those times when they proved their fight name, the Predators. I thought Fury would smoke him. So did I, mate. So did I. There's Alexander Usyk. He's loving this. Alexander Usyk's like, come on, bro. Clara, welcome to the member club. Jeez Louise, man, this is crazy. This is insane. So, final round. This is where... How bad do you want it? You know what I mean? For Francis Ngannou, empty the tank. Leave nothing out there, right? It's a cliche, but that's what you got to do. Fuck, oh my God, my stream has just refreshed. Come on, it's refreshing. My stream has just refreshed. The stream went down. Here we go, it's back. It's back. Final bloody round, perfect timing, eh? Right, here we go. Ngannou's got to go for it. Tyson's got to go for it. But that's dangerous. Heavyweight boxing. But by far the harder puncher is Francis Ngannou. Fury's the only man to hit the canvas. Fury hasn't looked technically brilliant. Fury's looked sloppy. Fury's just eating a left hook to the face. Ngannou went on the attack there, but Fury used the footwork, moved away, evasive footwork, lateral movement. 2 minutes left for Francis Ngannou to score the biggest upset in the history of the world. In the history of boxing, should I say. I'm talking about knocking him out. That would be it. In the poll, you've still got 63% of you thinking that Ngannou's winning. I'm not sure. Snappy jab again from Fury. Fury's been a little predictable, though. It's always the same thing. It's effective, though, of course. He's 6'9". He's got that reach. He's got that jab and the speed. Ngannou's got to let it go. He's here. He's pouring with the hand. He's got to explode with the right or the left, depending on what stance he's in. But he's really got to go for it. He's going to regret this when he looks back. Now, granted, he's tired. The lungs are burning. The legs are heavy. The shoulders are burning. You don't want to be there. You cannot wait for this to be over. But you got to finish strong. You got to go for it. Man. Tyson, the pace has slowed. Round 10, of course. Fury still using the feints. Gets through with a snappy jab. Nice and fast. Ngannou responds. Fires back. 1 minute left. Ngannou has got to empty it. He's got to go for it. He's got to think nasty thoughts. He's just got to swing. There it is. He's on the attack. The forearm. Every time he does this, they engage. Wild swings from both men. Nothing flush. Superman punch from Francis Ngannou. Doesn't connect. Clinch. Referee breaks it up. Final seconds. 22 seconds. Final attacks from both men here. Nothing's happening. Waiting. Faking from Fury. Waiting for the explosion from Ngannou. The seconds are ticking away. 5 seconds left. Come on, Ngannou. Let's go. Swing. Last attack. A jab lands for Ngannou. And that is it. It's over. We go to the judges' scorecard. Wow. Wow. That's insane. Let me pull that out. That is insane. That is wild. Francis Ngannou was just shut up every critic, every person that went against him on planet Earth. He's just gone out there with one of the best boxers that we've ever had in the heavyweight division. And he went toe-to-toe with him for 10 rounds. And he might have beaten him on the judges' scorecards. He made Fury look sloppy. He dropped him with a left hook. He made Fury engage in the clinch on many occasions when it should be Ngannou going for the clinch. So we got a new poll up. Who won? Let me know what you think. 58,000 people in the stream. Please do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. I'll go through some of these chats. Yeah, we did that one. Man, this is insane. I tell you what. If Ngannou wants to go off and have a future in boxing, that's it. There it is. I think every boxing promoter on the planet wants to sign Francis Ngannou. He just took the gypsy ring 10 rounds and may well have won. Fury doesn't look happy. The look on his face. See, Ngannou looks proud. Ngannou looks like a man that just went out there and represented himself to the highest. Tyson Fury looks frustrated and a little bit embarrassed. He's like, because he said he would toy with him and take him out in 6. He said he would knock him out in round 1 if he wanted to. The crowd is going crazy for Francis Ngannou right now. This is quite something. That is why you got to love combat sports. You know what I mean? Because anything can happen. The human heart and mind and the will is something. And if you prepare, if someone takes someone lightly, you never know what's going to happen. And that's why I love combat sports. The journey. It's so inspiring to see what people can do. Tyson Fury, I don't know what he's looking like there. Here's some highlights. So there's a left-right from Fury, and it was a wild hook from Ngannou, who just catches the top of the head. But it was strong enough to put Fury down. And he was down. He was led down. Gets back to his feet. 1, 2. There's the left again from Ngannou. It's the same knockdown. He hit the floor hard. There was a lot of power in that. It wasn't off balance. It wasn't a misstep. It wasn't a mistake. That was a legitimate drop. Boom. He even tried to catch himself. Oh my God. Oh dear, I'm going to have a bloody heart attack. 4:30 in the afternoon. I've been on here all bloody day. 3 hours, 50 bloody minutes. Thank you all for being here. 62,000 people. That's insane. Again, subscribe, guys. Subscribe. Come on, let's get those numbers up, baby. It's like Wolf of Wall Street. Come on, this is rookie numbers. We're going to get those numbers up. Let's go. Subscribe. Right, I can't wait for this scorecard. I cannot wait for this scorecard. This is going to be mental. This, oh God. So let's have a look at the poll. It's close, right? So we've got 17,000 votes. 58% of you think Francis Ngannou won. 16% with a draw. Only 26% think Tyson Fury won. There's Frank Warren. Man. I hope there's nothing shady goes on, if you know what I'm saying. So here we go, the scorecards. Let's have a look. So, Michael Buffer reading out the scorecards. Ed Garner, 95, 94. Ngannou, 95, 94 Ngannou. Wambalayo, 96, 93 Fury. It's a split decision. 95, 94. 1 point decision. Winner by split decision by 1 point. Still undefeated. Tyson Fury. I mean, that's a win for Francis Ngannou. Yes, technically it's a loss. He lost by 1 point. He lost by 1 point to supposedly the greatest fighter in the heavyweight division of his generation, if not the all time. That's what he claims. 1 point. Wow. Tyson Fury, by the skin of his teeth, remains undefeated. By the skin of his teeth. That was as close as it could get. In the poll, you people think that Ngannou won. In the minds and hearts of people, Ngannou won. So, let's hear from the Gypsy King right now. I'll tell you what he says. 71,000 people. Thank you for being here. Hit that subscribe button, please. Fury said he's a better boxer than we thought he would be. Big, strong, of course. They're asking him about Fury starting fast. He said he's an awkward man. He's a hard puncher and I respect him a lot. Saying again that Francis was awkward. He wasn't coming forward. He was trying to counter. He said he gave me one of my toughest fights in the last 10 years. Very honest of Tyson Fury there, to be fair. Talking about getting dropped, he said, hey, it's a part of boxing. He said, I got caught behind the back of the head. I was fine. I wasn't hurt. I wasn't wobbled. He said, do you agree with the judges' scorecards? Was it that close? So he's saying, Tyson, that he's been out of the ring for a long time again. He said, Francis is a good fighter, caught me with some good shots. Fury's got a couple of cuts. He's got a little shiner. He's got a little black eye. He's got some bloody work to do if he's going to fight Alexander Usyk in 6 weeks. And they're talking about that right now. So Fury's being asked about Usyk. Frank Warren says he's going to rest up. I tell you what, listen, for all the people that talk shit about Tyson Fury, for all the people that said he's ducking real fights, he's taking on, you know, the Derek Chisoras and people like that, no disrespect to them. If he doesn't take that fight against Usyk, if he starts playing silly bollocks, if he starts creating all kinds of contract clauses and things like that, and the fight doesn't happen, he will never hear the end of it. Anyway, that's the end of Fury. Let's hear from Francis Ngannou. The crowd is on the side of Francis Ngannou. He said he's feeling great. I feel fantastic. He said, I'm very happy. Even though it didn't go my way, I want to thank Riyadh season. Wants to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Guys, all right. So, that's it. That's it. You're all dropping off like flies. 54,000 people. This is my longest stream ever in my 44 years on the planet. Man. 4 bloody hours I've been sitting here. Francis Ngannou's first ever boxing match goes up against Tyson Fury, right? Goes the distance, beats him on one judge's scorecard, loses the fight by 1 point. The only person to get knocked down was Tyson Fury. Francis Ngannou won the fight, lost the decision. That's it. That's it. He says, hey, I know I can do this shit. Get ready. I can box. Get ready for it. Oh, and he's just got a lot of money. He's like, I'm going to buy some shit. I don't blame him. Send me some. Well, guys, I think we've all been here for long enough, don't you? I think we've all been here for long enough. Yeah, Rocky won. Split decision loss. Yeah, this is Rocky. They just stole the fight. They will never let a UFC fighter win over the boxing world champ. Yeah, let alone break his record. You might be right. Might be right there. Not by the skin of the teeth. There's some tomfuckery going on, Declan. Maybe. Whew, I'm hot. I'm steaming. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I've been waffling on for 4 hours to you lot. No wonder my voice is going silly. Let's say this. All class from Francis Ngannou. No talk of robbery. No nothing like that. To be fair, all class from Tyson Fury as well. Really was. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm going to wrap this one up. If you haven't subscribed and rang the bell, please do so. Well, that was quite the show. We had to wait quite some time, but it delivered. The fight was great. The fight was fun, but I am done. So, wherever you are in the world, enjoy your bloody... Oh, no, we've got more super chats coming in. Great stream. Thank you, champ. Thank you, Stu. I'm boiling. I'm worked up. I'm emotional. I've got to go. More words from Tyson Fury. All right, guys.